Alright guys, BLM here back, another live stream, and yeah, we have almost nothing to talk about. Yeah, I'm gonna finish Shadow of the Tomb Raider tonight, hopefully. That's the plan. Even if we don't, I'm not gonna fucking continue playing this. Fuck this game. But yeah, so this is it, right? But yeah, again, not much to talk about. I did watch the Traders UK. That's about it. Like outside that, it's like I've been working on videos. Yeah, not much else going on. So yeah. Hopefully stream goes smooth. I'm like my internet did die again last night. But yeah, I contacted my internet provider. They're sending a new router, so hopefully that fixes it. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, it was fine today though. Like no issues today so far. Yeah, I did watch Traders UK. I have watched the 3 episodes. I don't think then there's another episode until like Tuesday, right? But yeah, I've watched the 3 episodes. It's good. Like I think I was probably more like I feel like I liked AU more like right away. But maybe it's just because like that was like new when this is like obviously something that we're like we've already seen a season of it. But yeah, it's good. I think there's like a couple changes I don't like between versions. Like it's mind blowing that I actually think the AU version's better. But still, I think there's it's still a lot of fun. It's still a good season. Like I don't like. I mean they like really fucked over some people at the beginning. I really hated that. That seemed pointless. But yeah. Who I think is winning Amazing Race? Probably Derek and Claire is who I would put my money on right now. But it's either them or Lewis and Michelle. I'm like, Emily and Molly are not winning. But one of the other two. Only waiting for 2 of your Black Friday purchases now. I believe I have everything. Everything but, again, I bought a whole bunch of like Power Ranger seasons, buy 2 get 1 from Amazon. A lot of those are back ordered. But outside, like all the stuff that I'm supposed to get, like right away, I think I've gotten everything. Yeah, it's definitely more drama focused. Yeah, it's like yeah. I mean, like it's not. I still feel like I connected more to the AU cast. But yeah, there has been more drama, like interpersonal drama, with this season. So like already in the first like few episodes than there was in probably all of AU. They're doing a Reddit AMA. Well, that's something. I'll be honest, like I've not been following anything Big Brother related in a while at this point. You fully believe Emily and Molly are going to win? Well, you're probably going to be disappointed. If they win, I'm like, congrats on them if they do win. I mean, the fact that like Emily has like an injured leg and has had it for like half the fucking race. But like, I don't think that's happening. Oh, okay, that's something I haven't been following. So the UK version's been doing well ratings-wise. That's good.
She's being held at the prison temple. I can't let her raid.
Because I think it's so disappointing that AU bombed. Because it probably means that we're probably not getting another AU season. But yeah, again, if UK succeeds, US succeeds, I feel like that's good enough. So excited for January 15th. Me too, actually. Like not excited. Like I'm like. What's the term? Like I'm cautiously optimistic is like I'm interested to see how Last of Us goes. I don't know if it'll actually be good. I'm a bit worried if it won't be good, but I'm very interested in watching it. Aubrey and David are statistically the worst team to get 4th place. Is that really the case? I knew they were bad. I did see, yeah, I keep my own, like, average placement thing. Yeah, I did see that they were bad, but I didn't realize they were, like, the worst to get 4th place. Yeah, still issues with Pokemon Violet. That's, didn't they like, I heard they did patches, right? So it's still fucked after that? Is it worrying just Premier's barely visible? I'm like, he wasn't like barely visible. I think the problem is that he wasn't visible until very late into the episode. And also it's like his introduction like the way he gets introduced is not like the content you would expect it to be. Or considering Jesse has this big story about he used to be in a gang and everything, like that's actually like a bit later after he's first introduced. Like he's first introduced as Cody's like friend essentially. Like his first confessional is talking about how Cody's crazy, but he's like a good guy, that sort of thing. So that's like a bit of a red flag with Jesse. I think at this point I'm more convinced of. I think Carla is 6th. I think Jesse is 4th, losing the fire making against Cody, and I think the winner's either Cody or Cassidy. I think that's where I'm currently leaning with Survivor. Though I think I am too fair. Gabler can also probably win. Like it's 1 to 3. So you're probably actually feeling less confident on Cody. I think Cody could also be a losing finalist. I think that's also something I'm thinking at this point. How do I get over there? You got Carla, Gabler, Jesse, Owen, Cody, Cassie. I could see that. That's definitely like that's what I'm probably leaning towards right now. If anything, swap Cassidy and Gabler. But yeah, I think like because like Cassie also like I could see her having the edit of the first person boot in the finale. But yeah, I think that's probably the boot order I'm looking at right now. Patch for worse stuff. I mean, it's like I just feel like that's just like a Nintendo thing, right? Is that they like with open world stuff is that they have never been like the greatest in terms of performance. Yeah, it's like Cody. I think is like I think there's a chance, but I think the more and more the season goes on now, his edit like kind of screams out to me more of a runner-up edit. Where like I'm kind of seeing it like more in line with Brad Culpepper, Nick. And Ken McNichol, of these like really strong first halves, but then like it just peters out towards the end. Fukan, yeah, Cody. That's also an interesting thing too that I didn't note in my review is that when Owen lists the majority alliance that screwed him over, and like talks, I mean, like he's talking about him as like I forgot the exact term, but like talks about him in a negative light. It cuts to Jesse, Cody, and Carla. It does not show Cassidy, which I found interesting. Xenoblade doesn't have those issues. Well, I guess maybe it's just a Game Freak. Is that still who makes Pokemon? Maybe it's just their thing. First time in a minute where I feel like no one has any idea what's going on in the endgame. Yeah. I mean, like last season, I feel like people still were thinking Omer was gonna win by this point. 41 also. Like I feel like still a good chunk of the fan base didn't recognize Erica was gonna win. But still, it's like yeah, like in terms of like me, like I like both of those seasons, I had like kind of a grasp on what was going to happen by this point. 40 obviously, 39, yeah. So yeah, it has been since Edge of Extinction for me. Jesse, Cody, Carla, Final 3 would be iconic. Yeah, but it's not happening, though. Thoughts on Ride Die episode? What happened again? Jay and Michelle went home.
I should have done something.
That sucks, I guess.
Ratu is captured.
I'm starting to not care about this season of the challenge. Not that that's surprising in any way, but it's fine. It's a show I watch. It's just not super notable. Like I think like technically like episode by episode, it's probably been better than the last few seasons, but like I just don't really care still. Castiator, Erica Mum, the premiere, yeah. The problem is that I don't think that theme has been like succeeding though. I mean, I guess with Erica it was kind of a similar thing though, but yeah, I mean, I guess it's like a similar thing with both. Both of them are still looked at as threats, despite that. You think she's a bottom top tier winner if she wins? Possibly. I think the next couple rounds, like we still need to see like exactly how she gets there. But yeah, I could definitely see it.
Innocent eyes will blink at dawn.
How I never have to use the bathroom during streams? I don't know. I think I've only like had to once, if I remember right. Like even during like the 9-hour streams, I didn't. Michelle's the most confessionals, yeah, by one, right? Like one above. Is it Horatio who's in second, or is it Olivia? I don't agree in RGP that Carlos Targeting Cassidy's asinine. I agree with that too.
Is that what you had me arrested?
The next video is Big Brother. Like literally, Wednesday's video is top 10 Big Brother players before All Stars. Amazing Race, I don't care. I'm not doing that. Yeah, that's also the thing too. Is that Cassidy's like that Fox metaphor was like only in episode 1, right? And like since then, it has been mentioned again. She didn't mention like, oh, she's gonna sneak up on people like a couple times in the pre-merge, but really hasn't since the merge. So I feel like that's also like kind of a thing to point out. Is that there's a bit like of inconsistency in her storyline.
We all create destiny together as we are.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I think they're gonna do a Bloodlines style twist for challenge of two teams. Like two teams. I mean, it's kind of like in the episode descriptions they kind of alluded to it, but yeah, that's what I'm assuming they're doing. Is like it's gonna be 2 teams, one person from each pair on each of the teams, and I like probably the like I forgot. Was Bloodlines format good or bad? I don't even remember anymore if I liked it or not. So. Thailand player ranking comes out the day of the Survivor finale.
Well, then we must fight for it together, according to the will of its people.
A lot of issues for Pokemon's yearly release schedule. Are they releasing yearly? I actually never pay attention to that.
That will only ensure Paititi's safety for a moment.
Yeah, that probably is a factor too. Yeah, it's like a grander scale now. Watch first three episodes of Millennium Next, and it's good.
No,
I never liked the premiere.
we must be bold.
Episode 2 is good.
Decisive.
Episode 3 is fine. I mean, that's the Paul Walker boot. It's like, eh.
Act with me.
Episode 4 is good.
I need your intelligence. Your
Then 5 is boring. 6 is fine. 7 is good. That's the Michaela boot. But I feel like it's the post-merge that's the good part of the season.
If it's control you want, you can have it. Just help
One of James being the... Like, I think James's storyline, I think in retrospect, was set up to undermine him. That's something I noticed when doing the review, is that his storyline about being the king, like, he wants to be the... like, he is the king, but he wants to be... people to look at him as a pawn. Like, that's a storyline that's directly used to undermine him in the post-merge. Where like he's instantly looked at as the king and he gets taken out because he is the king. So essentially it's a storyline set up for his failure. Like it's a storyline to set up like how he loses the game. Which I can also see that being like a similar case to Cassidy, but it's just not as blatant right now.
You can send me back. But
And also again, like Cassidy can still win too.
No, just fail them.
Does anyone left have a consistent storyline? Gabler, which is the thing. Like if we're just going solely on like consistent storyline from beginning to end, like it's Gabler. Like that's the only person left. I guess like well, I mean Jesse doesn't really have a story, does he? I think that's the issue with Jesse. Like he's just there to be the big strategic player. Like he doesn't really have a true like storyline. Which one was Liz? Like, they all fucking blend together. All the Australian Survivor people blend together. I don't know who the fuck any of these people are. Is she the, like, athlete? The Olympic athlete or whatever? Do better on return, Jesse or Dominic? Probably Dominic. I think Dominic's threat level's pretty low right now, if I were to guess. Like, it's still big, like, relatively, but I mean, like, considering the fact that he's Dominic, the guy that, like, the... losing player that's come the closest to winning, like I feel like his target's probably not as big as what it should be. Considering I do think he has like a decent chunk of connections.
Okay, we're on our way. Did you feel the tremor before?
At least from as far as AU got glow up, I always
It was a foreshock.
found Annalise
The
really
earthquake is
attractive.
coming soon.
But
We have to hurry.
I did feel like she did look better.
Doing Roger?
like
We'll all go find the box.
last time I saw pictures of her. Again, we're playing next. We're playing the Quarry. That's the plan. Which this worked out perfectly to where because I was able to do all these Tomb Raider games in 2 streams each instead of 3. We're going to be able to play the Quarry before Survivor ends. So there's 2 more streams after this before Survivor ends. So it'll be the Quarry on Wednesday and Sunday. Then the Wednesday of the Survivor finale, I'll be playing The Witcher 3, the PS5 version, because it comes out that day. We'll play that for a bit. Again, that'll be like finale streams are typically later. One, the finale ends at 11, so that's obviously a factor. And then also, it's like I want to make sure everything's done with the review by that point. So we'll probably start stream a bit later that day, probably like closer to like 11:30, 11:45, something like that. But yeah, play Witcher 3 for a bit, and then after that, I'm gonna start my God of War Ragnarok replay because I want to replay it. No, Quarry for the second time, but I fucked up my first playthrough. So if I don't fuck it up this time, then that will essentially be a first time. I got like the worst, like one of the worst possible endings, where like everyone died like relatively early on. Yeah, I think that's a factor too with Dominic. Is that I think Challenge All-Star or Challenge USA was not a great look for him overall. I've not been like I don't pay attention to the stands, so I don't know like I didn't even know there were Jonathan stands. I assumed they were like anti-Jonathan stands. I guess that's not a stand at that point though, is it? I'll be honest, I couldn't even name you a single fucking character from the Quarry at this point. Yeah, I'm like trying to think of them right now. Like I can't like solidly like remember a single name. Like I remember the characters to a degree, but like I just don't remember any of their names. But yeah, like the Quarry or Until Dawn, probably like Until Dawn, right? Like, is there even anyone that like smart in the Quarry? They're all kind of idiots. To be fair, I mean, Until Dawn's not like anyone there's like a mastermind or anything, but I feel like there's probably like more competent people there. Yeah, like Owen would be like a really bottom tier winner. Carla, like for a while, I think it was like top tier. At this point, I think probably middle tier at best. Cassidy has the potential to be top tier, but as of right now, she would be middle tier. Cody, I think as of right now would be middle tier, but still has the potential to be top tier. Especially if he's like the one to get rid of Jesse, which isn't happening. But if he is, then he'd be top tier. Jesse would be top tier. Jesse would be like top tier. Like again, like Jesse, I think would be like around the like I think he would be above Jeremy at least. So like at that point, it's like top 7-ish. I think fighting for spots around there. And I feel like I missed someone. Gabler. Where would Gabler go? I don't even know where Gabler would go. Maybe middle tier, depending. I mean, like, it depends on how like the rest of the game plays out. But he's not playing poorly. Like really, it's like despite Gabler like coming off as like a bit of a loose cannon and everything, like really, it's like I don't think Gabler's played particularly poorly outside like minor instances in the pre-merge. I don't think Gabler can be top tier. Like.
I found another.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like I think the only way he can be top tier is if he like leads the vote against Jesse right now. Like if he leads the vote against Jesse, gets Jesse out with like him not playing either of his idols, that's insane. And then like runs the rest of the way, then like yeah, but even then that's only 2 votes. Like it's I don't know if it's enough even then.
This one shows my destiny. The Crimson Fire of Chakchin.
Jesse booting Cody is the obvious move since it guarantees him idol for 5. Yeah. I think it would be an interesting move. I don't know if it's the like. I think the tough thing is I think Cody will take Jesse to the end. So I think like having someone like Cody is valuable at Final 4. especially if Jesse's like not confident in his fire making.
There would no doubt have
Um,
Amaru doesn't have this
but I
talent.
can see the merit in making the move right now. Is Erica better played than Jesse? If Jesse wins, no. If Jesse doesn't win, we'll see. But I think Jesse is like definitely up there for like best players of the new era.
Crawling with guards. I'll find
No
you
clue what's
later.
going on in the game right now. Disappointing that you picked Owen as your winner pick. I mean, at least you made it far. At least you got that. Who'd I pick? I picked Ellie.
Then there's
Like all my top options did poorly, right? Well, I guess Jesse's still in the game, but like Jesse's not winning.
How is it? Safe. He helped me find you. He should be with Uchu now.
I should have went back to my my old strat of picking the one I found the most attractive. I possibly could have won with Cassidy.
Jonah, I'm with Unuratu.
Oh, good. Ansley wants to talk to her.
Mother, we're sending back.
It's where we know of like professionals of Cody and Jesse talking about each other like Dom and Wendell.
We're in church while we're separated,
yeah.
Edsley.
Like a lot of it is like, yeah, it's like we really don't get that much content about them as a duo, right? Especially like we did early on. I would say we did early on, but like I think after Naka goes home, we really don't. What am I shooting? Oh, did not do that. The aspects of Marina mirror the mirror in the real world. I mean, it has to, right? I think any society, like fictional society, does, because that's all the basis that we have to use to create society, like fictional societies. Oh, fuck off. Okay. Do I want Jay and the old lady to come back on the challenge? Yeah. Like, I think more survivors, the better, from my point of view. Though, like, obviously I can get why, like, old school MTV people wouldn't want that, but for me personally, I would be fine with that. Top 10 games: Last of Us, Arkham City, Animal Crossing, New Horizons, Cuphead, Hitman. Oh, Hitman 3. Okay, God of War 2018. You have Hitman 3 above God of War 2018? That's something. Pokemon White, Smash Brawl, RDR2, Overwatch. Oh, that's a decent list. I don't even know what my list is anymore. Like, I think at this point I would have Last of Us at number 1, just because like I just have such a personal connection to it that and like I've also just played it so much recently and whatnot. Like, I don't even know what I would do with Super Mario 64 anymore, because I think that's like the game I have the most nostalgia from when I was a kid, but like I also like haven't played it in years and have no interest in it.
You lead.
I've listened to some of the Amazing Race podcasts from RGP, but not all of them. I don't even remember if... Did I ever listen to this week's? I did listen to this week's. I think about it. But like 2 times speed. As production like Cassidy, I don't know. I think Cassie's like a tough one to gauge, like how they're feeling about her, because like I feel like she's the person that like typically they wouldn't like, but I just don't know how they've changed over time. Rewatch my Guide to International Survivor and my Global Season rank. That's kind of random. Yeah, Guide to International Survivor. That's a train wreck of a video. The original
I
one.
want to show you something. The eclipse is coming. Once it is here, the
Who's winning 430? Like gun to my head? Cassidy.
The of the box is so powerful, it will pull me to it.
Where's the Gapler? I don't know. I think I'll go Cassidy, but I don't feel great about it.
But it
Favorite
will
Christmas
only
movie? I don't
show
really
the
have one.
strongest of
Um,
desires.
Unless we're considering like really obscure, like something like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, a Christmas movie. Let's look this up. Look up Christmas movies.
Paititi is its people.
Like, do you consider Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Our will together.
I guess that'll be up there.
So, if Amaru remakes Paititi his way, It's like she just
Harold and Kumar, Christmas. That was a decent
face
movie.
many threats from the outside,
But I'm not a
this
big Christmas
is about
movie
life.
guy.
We must confront it to remain true.
Yeah,
to
I'm like
ourselves.
scrolling through them.
How do you
Like,
know
eh.
you'll be able to resist the power once you have it?
Probably the one I have the most nostalgia for is A Christmas Story, though. But I also have like no interest in watching it ever again.
The
Do I
creeds of
own it?
fire
I think I own it, don't I?
guide
Yeah, I do.
me. Hold me to my promise.
It's not something.
We should go.
That was live action kind of. I think I did when I was a kid, but
It is my destiny. It's
not
connected
since
to
then.
the sacrifice of Kukulkan.
Cassie's a go. I don't think she is. I think she's either, if she gets to the end, I think she wins based on the she gets.
Do any of those
I'll be surprised if she gets to the end and loses.
in here?
Creatures?
Like for me, it's either she's fifth place or she's first place. Like those are like the two main outcomes I can see for her.
The altar where the box was taken, they came after me.
Do you mean the
I'm like realistic. Like Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, right? Like I'm like if we're going like it's not a movie based around Christmas, but it takes place during Christmas.
more than
Dan Claire never got emotional. They got emotional at points. They got like emotional content of like Claire being scared of heights and that sort of thing. But yeah, I do think they like lack the like personal. Like I think they lack like the Louis Michelle talking about how they want to win the money to like have money to like start a family and that sort of thing. Like obviously they lack that, but they're young, so it's like yeah. Jeff is hosting CBS Christmas. Is that a thing?
They protect
That's
us.
really fucking random.
but their actions have
They don't ever attack the city.
no. We have always lived
Favorite fifth place player. First name starts with a K. I wonder.
Of a rebel. We have to stop
I'm running through them. Actually, don't I have a? I think I have a. Like obviously I know who you're alluding to. I'm trying to think of a good answer. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I have a folder of all the pictures of all the fifth placers. Yeah, I do. Is there anyone else I could say? God damn it. I don't think there is. Oh, Keith Nail. Gotta love Keith Nail, my favorite. Yeah, it's Keith Nail, obviously. Yeah. All Stars 4 is filming in January, which is cool. We do have like some speculation in terms of like 4 people. I think it's last time I checked it was 4 people that looked likely, but they're not like big surprises. I mean, I guess one was like maybe a bit of a surprise, but like the other ones are like okay, yeah, sure. But yeah, should be fun. I'm kind of excited. I don't know if excited is really the right term. Like I don't know. I just feel like it's tough to like truly get excited anymore for me with like some of these shows that I know I'm gonna cover, but like it also takes a lot of time. But also it's like again considering next year I'm gonna like try to reduce the workload on those sort of things because like All Stars 4 when it happens like I'm not doing a full review of it. Just fuck that. It'll be the quick review format. So essentially, it's just going to be like kind of what I do for the spoiler reviews for my video games, where like it's literally just me sitting in front of my mic and talking about it for a bit.
Amaru said he wanted an end
But
to
like
violence.
for God of War, that ended up being like a 2.5 hour recording. So hopefully it's not like that, but still. Coral coming back, that'll be great, obviously, but I'm not expecting it. But she is on the list of potential people. Least favorite. I mean, like the thing is with Jeff is like he doesn't have like he likes everybody now. It's like you can't even properly do it nowadays. Like it's probably just like whoever's like the first boot or something. Just because like who the fuck are they? But he doesn't really have like a least favorite person anymore. Yeah, Katinka. I guess if we're going international, we could add that.
All these people believe him.
Oh yeah, there's a lot in South Africa. That's really weird. Kenny's a better player than Killarney, Keith, Katinka, and Kieran. I think Kieran's a better player than Kenny, but I think better than the other 3. And even even Keith, like at least Keith has more consistency, so I think you can maybe even argue that one. But to be fair, he makes like a lot. I think Kenny also makes a lot of like dumb decisions, so it's like, oh. But I would say Kieran's definitely better than Kenny.
Falls away.
Thrall did 7 seasons in 2 years. That's fucking insane. Yeah, because he did all the All-Star seasons. He did Double Agents. He did the Ride or Dies. He did what? Global. And what's the 7th?
I'll watch the gate. I won't be long.
But either way, a lot.
We're close to the Emperor's tomb.
We're by the river, ready to get you and Unuratu out of there. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
Oh, are we including All-Stars 4 into that? Michael Schumann never went to prison. I'm actually not even sure. I never actually followed up on that, to be honest. I just assume he did, but like I know he went to court at least. Like I remember like images of him like leaving the like courthouse or whatever, and like getting interviewed. But I never actually paid attention if he actually got prison time. Where's this want me to go? Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. It's right fucking there. Okay. Does a good inconsistent player better than a bad consistent player? I think that's the question. And like the thing is, like Keith, like despite his like bad like play, like is still like a jury threat. And I think that's the thing that like makes me like I could definitely see the argument there. Like I think if it's someone like I don't know, someone that like just isn't liked and like won't win the game, then I think at that point, yeah, I would say a good inconsistent player is better than consistent bad player. But if we're talking about like from like a Keith point of view, like someone that again like is still like well regarded, to where like he could definitely like still win a jury vote. I think that's maybe where it becomes a bit tighter.
That looks like my way in.
Yeah, I did find Traders UK. Yeah, are you trying to find it? I don't know if it's still. Hopefully, it's still there because I'm hoping it's. There's a YouTube channel, that posted them. Literally called the Traders UK. Yeah, they're still there. The first 3 episodes. So that's where I watched it. I'm hoping they post the next ones, but we'll see. I do believe someone also posted on Dailymotion, but I fucking hate Dailymotion. So, yeah.
The Emperor's tomb. I almost have what we need.
We'll be ready.
The Inca influence is unmistakable.
Yeah, I talked about it like at the very, very beginning of the stream. My opinion of Traders UK is that it's good. Like I think I liked AU, like the start of AU more, but it's still very good. I think it's like there's like definitely like differing philosophies in how to like approach the show.
The cult must have taken root after his death.
And like there's like certain like I think like strangely I think there's like actually some like production decisions I like better in AU than UK, but it's still good. Like I think just in general the format of the show is like very strong. Like I still think challenges are boring. I think that's like my biggest issue with the entire Traders format. I just think the challenges are really fucking boring. But still, fun show. Came a realization the other day that Santoni, I assume you mean, is one of the only players to be successful at playing a messy game. Well, I mean, I guess. Was she that successful? I mean, she was 6th place and also had like very little win equity, and also had very little agency to get herself to 6th place. So I mean, like, is she that successful? Does Cassie have a Sierra Dawn Thomas edit or an Allison edit? I think she definitely has the 5th place like edit. I think that's definitely a thing that is there. But I also think, unlike those people, I think there's also a path to a win. Where like I feel like with like Sierra Dawn Thomas, like you never expect Sierra Dawn Thomas to win Survivor based on her edit. I think, same thing. Allison, like, never expected her to win. Lindsay from last season, never expected her to win. I think this is like a little bit more in line with like Victoria, though. Even Victoria, like, didn't like. I think like I was holding out hope that Victoria could win, but like, realistically, Victoria never should have been an Edgic contender by the end of it. But I think like Cassie actually has like Edgic possibilities of winning here. Mind you, I think a lot of that is due to also everyone else's at it being really bad. But still, I think she can still win.
He's young,
Sam Don Thomas, a good player, yeah.
but strong.
Not like all-time great or anything, but I think solid.
His spirit as
Above
noble as
average.
his blood.
Don't go. Keep talking to me.
Would I rather kiss my sister or Bryce? Well, I don't have a sister, so probably my sister.
He will tempt you.
Sad Traders AU and Challenge AU bombed. Yeah, they're both pretty good. It's a shame, and like they're both good because they're not like relegated to the normal Australian TV bullshit. Like my biggest issue of Australian TV is how bloated and how like bombastic it has to be. Where like too far. Challenge AU has a part of that, but still, it's like they're like both of those seasons are shorter than normal. Like Challenge AU is gonna be 10 episodes. Traders AU was 12 episodes. She's dead already. That was super fucking quick. So yeah, I mean, it's a shame that like that TV just like seems to just not do well. It's been 7 months since Bryce pulled the winner 42. That is the thing. Wait, what is this section? Okay, that was just idiotic. Do I not have weapons? Oh, I do. Okay, that's fucking ridiculous, isn't it? You're in a fucking sacred temple and you're just like pulling out a fucking automatic weapon, but whatever. I'm not from Alabama. I don't think I've ever even been to Alabama. Yeah, that's something I really hated Traders AU. I really hated this fucking dumb twist at the beginning of eliminating 2 people for like no fucking reason. And like I get the reason. The problem is that they don't even like go through with that reason, which is even more bullshit. Because like I think the point of it was like, oh, we're like showing how tough we are, of like how like cutthroat the show is, of like showing how like the host is like really ruthless and everything. Just for like the next episode, the host like gives the cast the answer to their question about the music thing. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? It's like, why even bother like being like super cruel to the players like beforehand when you're gonna be super nice to them immediately afterwards? It's like if they fully committed to that, then like maybe it's a bit more reasonable. Even then, it's still bullshit. Oh, cool. Okay, well that's. Yeah, I thought they were gonna like come. Like I thought it wasn't like actually them being eliminated, and then like when they first said it, I was like, oh, they're probably just like, yeah, gonna reappear eventually. But like, no, they're actually gone. So yeah, that was kind of shit. I do feel bad for the one guy. I don't remember their names anymore, but the guy that helped out the old woman. The other guy don't even fucking remember. Like, he talked about how he wanted to play a game, but like outside that, don't even remember anything about him. I'm sure they were only there for like 10 minutes. How can Twist be successful in TV shows like Big Brother and Survivor? Think them through. I think that's the first thing.
Jonah, where are you?
Should we talk about Gabon and Kenny more often? Probably not. I think we'd be better if you don't. More likely to play Survivor again, Varner or Kanye? I mean, Kanye never played Survivor, so... then again, neither. Like, I mean, like, would production even... Like, if Kanye, like, were to go out and say, like, I want to play Survivor, would they even let him know, right? Like, actually, what would... Yeah, I feel like that's not a thing anymore. Like, I think if this was, like, 10 years ago, maybe. Like, even with modern Kanye, I think maybe the show would, like, lean into it. But I feel like now they definitely won't, right? So All Stars 4 filming in January. Assume it will air in May. Maybe. Like, when did All Stars 3 film? All Stars 3 was like a bit earlier, right? Wasn't it like the previous year? Like, wasn't it like November, December? Could be wrong on that though.
But that's the leader's amulet.
When was it filmed?
It belongs to you now.
Because like, wasn't it filmed like back to back with All Stars 2? But it was only like a few weeks apart.
She was a warrior.
Yeah, it was October to November. So like, I don't know. This might be a bit later in the year. Like maybe like June, July, somewhere around there.
Eclipse draws near. If we cannot restore
Favorite
the
cast member of Challenge U or Traders UK? Probably Wilfred.
begin the
I think he's
preparations
definitely like the star. Like they're trying to make him the star of the show.
within us.
I'll be honest, I don't remember a lot of the other people's names.
System with the bow.
I'm gonna play Callisto Protocol eventually. I'm not gonna I didn't get it at launch. I'm not gonna play it. It'll probably be like one of the last games I play from the year. I'll probably wait for it to drop in price, which I'm like seeing the reviews and everything. I'm pretty confident it will. Pretty quick. I think when it drops to like $30 to $40 somewhere around there, I'll probably buy it.
So what's next?
We'll head back to Kwak Yaku.
I mean, I would base my vote between Kanye and Trump. I would base it on like how they played, not just who they are as people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think like 10 years ago, I think 100% they would cast Kanye, but I don't think they would do that nowadays. Like, I don't think they would cast John Rocker on modern Survivor.
All that for another riddle.
Where Erica and Marianne as players on the player winner ranking. I haven't actually fully thought that through yet. I think I would assume Marianne's very low. I think Marianne's probably with Cochran. Maybe above or below Cochran. I don't even know. But Erica, like,
I suppose.
probably towards the middle, maybe a little bit less. I don't know.
End this.
Alyssa, is that the traitor? I genuinely don't fucking remember these people's names. Is there even a wiki yet? I remember when I watched it, there wasn't even a wiki page yet for the Traders UK. Yeah, there isn't. Yeah, there still isn't one yet. It's kind of annoying. This game sucks. It's like, who fucking cares about anything going on in this? Who the fuck is Tyler from Dude Perfect? I don't know who that is. Better player, Boston Rob versus Kim Sprout and Kim Sproutlin. Like, that's like instant. Like, I think Boston Rob probably has like a better full grasp of the game of Survivor. I just think his execution's not all there. Like, I think Boston Rob is probably one of the best strategic thinkers in the history of the show. Like, I think if you talk to Boston Rob now, and like talk about him about game, I think he is the one that understands the game probably the most out of any Survivor player. But again, like, I just don't know if he can execute, or at least I don't think he can execute most of the time. Sarah and Susie said they're considering All-Stars 4. That'll be cool. I'll be okay with a Sarah Rice return. Susie's whatever, like cool from a legacy standpoint, but I don't really like Susie that much. Yeah, Sarah Rice would be cool. I doubt it would be if Bananas is there though. I just don't think she would say yes to that, but yeah, I like her back. Creates a Minecraft run and works to make a Minecraft story mode season 3. Why? Don't. Please don't. Too fair. Fuck. I'm not playing it anyway. It doesn't really matter. Like, they can make it for all I fucking care. But I'm not playing that shit. I remember this was like. I feel like this was like one of the most annoying sections for me. Yeah, because you don't have any weapons, right? Yeah, fuck this section.
What's up, Chief?
Oh, that went well. Oh, can I not climb that? Oh, do you have to be like undetected or something? Well, that's fantastic. No, we're not talking about Susie from fucking Gabon. We're talking about fucking Susie Meister? Is that her name? Wait, what button is... It was square, right? Oh, okay, well that's fantastic. Sarah Lucina and Nicole Franzel.
What's up, Chief?
I don't know, actually.
Nothing in this area.
Like, the thing is, like, I think Sarah Lucina has, like, more blatant holes in her game. But I think it's probably all around, like, a more consistent player. Especially if we're talking about, like, social strategy, like, just in general.
Left over here.
I would say Sarah Lucina. But if we're talking about, like...
How you remember?
Okay, there we go. If we're talking about, like, within their respective shows, like, I don't know, it's probably pretty close.
Well, Dr. Dominguez.
I don't give a damn about Dominguez. Find Lara Croft and kill her.
Find Lara Croft. Spread out way too goddamn thin for that. This was a research operation.
Let's just...
Difference between AU and UK. I mean, one I think is like, I think AU is like a lot more like not family friendly is the right term, but it was like a lot more. Yeah, like, I think UK like leans into the drama a lot more. I think that's something. I think also it leans into like the like the production being a dick, I guess. Like, I don't know how you actually phrase that. Like I think it's like, I don't know, maybe like more like curt? Is that a term?
Cardinal 2, all clear.
I feel like that's a term, right?
We got hit by a foreshock.
Rudely brief. I don't know, maybe I don't know if that's exactly what I'm trying to say. I don't know. Like, I think it's like, it feels very UK. Like, I think that's the type of personality you would expect from a UK show.
Got the tertiary pumping platform. No fires. Fallen trees.
Where it feels like a bit more like maybe dry is the right term. It feels like less. I really don't even know how like to properly describe it. How do you? What button is it? Is it not okay? Oh, is it just? Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's not that. Okay. Fuck me, dude. Who the fuck is Nick? I don't even know who the fuck that is. How's the top 10 before All-Stars doing? Not that well. But also, like, whatever. It's number 4 of my last 10 videos. Which, 5 of my last 10 videos are Survivor videos, so essentially it's the second worst. It's only better than my Redefining the Tribes video, which obviously I knew that was gonna bomb. But again, it's fine. Like, it's good enough. Like, realistic, it's like, it's on par with, like, recent videos, which recent Survivor videos have, like, done fine, but, like, not that well. Like, let's see. Yeah, it's, like, on average, like, reaching around, like, somewhere at a 6,000 to 7,000. That's probably what this video's on pace to do eventually. Which, again, in comparison to, like, what it used to be of, like, 10,000, that's not great, but, like, just, like, recent videos have not gotten that, that high, so. Again, it's about average. But again, I had a lot of fun making those videos. Because again, there's a after Micronesia one coming, and there's a pre Here's Villain, or post Here's Villains video coming eventually. Like, to be honest, those might be delayed a lot, just because it's like there's other videos that are more time sensitive. And that was actually the point of making these, because like these are videos I can make now and just have them in the back burner for whenever like there's an open spot in the schedule. But I do want to do a Cambodia related one. I think that's probably the last one I'll do. Over half subscribers good? Yeah, it's fine. But again, it's not the numbers I used to get, but it's fine. I mean, just in general, obviously now there's more competition too. It's like, like what else is there from it? Like, I mean, the thing is, like realistically, yeah. Like, I'm kind of surprised that there's like this many people watching my shit as is during. Okay, I'm dead. Because I never consider my content good, so. I'll be honest, I don't even remember the Big Brother top 10. Like, straight up, don't remember all. Like I mean, really any of it. Like, I think I know who's number one, but even then, I'm not like 100%.
Rourke said Croft's coming through here.
God damn it. All right, I'm hurrying.
Here we go. Those goggles picked up anything?
I guess we have to wait.
Small animals, nothing significant.
I know Drew, June. I'm pretty sure Will was there. Maggie should be there. I would assume Lisa's there, like Daniel Reyes, obviously. I fucked it up at the end again. Cool. Can you kill them with just your axe? Yeah, this is not gonna work well though. Yeah, cool. Diane, I don't remember. I legitimately just don't remember this video. Like, this was, again, made in January. Along with the Survivor one. They were made back to back. Like, I can look it up right now. I won't say who's on it. I won't spoil the video, but I just want to see. Okay, number one was who I thought it was. Ooh, okay. That's a choice. Okay, yeah. Like, I think everyone that's in the top 10 has been mentioned already in chat. I'm just like scrolling through the honorable mentions. Yeah, I mean, it's about who you expect. I don't think there's anything like too shot. Like, I think there's probably like a couple like placements that seem kind of weird. Oh, cool. Can you not pick up their gun? Why can't I pick up his gun? Oh no, Janelle's not on there. I think she was the honorable mention. Maybe. Oh, I forgot there was healing in this game.
I got something. Where? Shit. False positive. Some animal.
Yeah, they changed the here's villains thing to where now, because like it was going to be after every challenge episode, but obviously the challenge got canceled essentially. So now they're just doing it like one a day on some other show. God damn it. I hit the fucking... Okay, well, that was fantastic. I'm challenging you got canceled. I mean, essentially got canceled. Like, it got shifted to a lesser network and is, like, essentially being, like, thrown away, so... Okay, this is bullshit. Ugh. Does Will only beat Nicole? I think he beats Hardy. But I think that's it, yeah. Maybe you can make the argument for Bunky. But I think he like loses like Krista. I think he loses to Monica. I think he loses to. Actually, I don't know. I guess he probably like. I guess he technically probably beats a lot of people because like I don't know. Would he beat Kent? Probably. The problem is that he had like no agency in getting to a lot of those situations.
I'm gonna make a full sweep of the area.
And again, a lot of that also was due to his persona on the show. Oh, fuck off. Well, that's bullshit. If Jesse loses a jury vote, who's likely to beat him? I don't think anybody. I think Jesse beats everybody at the end. I'll be mind-blown if he loses the jury vote. I just do not see it happening. Makes no sense Edgic-wise. It makes no sense, like, exit interview-wise. It just literally does not make sense for him to lose if he gets to the end. Which is why I don't think he gets to the end. Oh. I guess this makes this easier. Oh, can I not cross? Oh, maybe I can. Oh. Oh, fuck off. I can't jump over this, though? Well, that's some bullshit.
Something's off here.
Get Tina, Rachel. Yeah, like, I think Tina's realistic. Again, Rachel and Veronica are on the current list. Julie, yeah, Julie definitely could be there. Beth, Sarah, Sue. Yeah, I mean, that would be an insane cat. Like, Ayana, like, maybe she'll be there, maybe she won't. I don't know. But I'm not, like, I don't think she's, like, a, like, top pick for them. But, yeah, I mean, that would be an insane cast, though. Yeah, I mean, the current, like, on the schedule right now, I have the cast assessment for December 28th, I think it is. It's, like, the last, it's the penultimate video of the year, is what it's scheduled for. However, I'm not 100% on, like, that being what I should do. Considering, like, if I'm basing it just off these intro videos, there's nothing to fucking talk about. Like, I don't know anything about any of these fucking newbies. So, like, okay, did not realize he was right there. I might end up delaying it until we get, like, proper bios and stuff. But in, like, with Australian Survivor and stuff, it's like, you can't even guarantee that you're going to get that. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll still just do it. How the fuck do you get them away?
Ready to engage. Copy that on search.
Oh, okay. I guess that does work. Fuck off! Okay, well, this is dumb. Is Janae coming back? I wouldn't expect it, but maybe. She was just on Global. But yeah, I'm personally not expecting it. Okay, I guess that makes you detect right away. Parents bet you $10 that Cassie doesn't win? Okay. Yeah, maybe she will, maybe she won't. I'm not really feeling great either way.
I'm never gonna get them working if you keep pestering me. What's the damn hurry all of a sudden?
Rourke said Cross coming through here.
God damn it.
Like, as of right now, I would, like, say Cassie's the most likely, but I would not, like, I'm not, like, confident in that.
Here we go. Those goggles picked up anything yet?
Small at.
What now? I'll go see where it is.
Does that work?
Got something. Maybe. Taking a look.
Something suspicious here.
What the fuck? Why isn't that guy fucking bothered by it?
Nothing here. Yeah, we're clear.
Oh, this is so stupid.
Gotta be something to find.
Ayana and Veronica had a huge rivalry. Did they? I don't remember anymore. I'm thinking Veronica had, like, a rivalry with, like, a lot of people, so I wouldn't be that surprising. What? Okay, well, that's some bullshit. Does Erica beat Robert and G? Yes. Actually, G, I'm not sure. Robert, yes, though. Because, what was it? So Robert would get Dana, G, and Justin, but Erica would get everybody else. She'd get June, Allison, Jack, and Nathan. So it would be 4-3, but she would beat Robert. With G, I think it's a bit more interesting, because I think there's definitely a chance of June voting G. And then also, who's the other one? Actually, no, I guess that's it. Yeah, I think Nathan would vote Erica. So yeah, it would probably still be 4-3. Just I think June would be like the clear swing vote.
didn't change her orders unless he was sure she was here. Yeah. Better safe than sorry.
I don't know if they're true or not, but yeah, that is the rumor that the global final was like 6 days, which is like, what the fuck? Like, why? Like, why do we need this? Like, I will say, like, so the thing that really annoys me with global, I really hate the format, where they were in pairs from the very beginning and they stayed in those pairs the entire season and they won in pairs. I really fucking hate that. That's really terrible for global. Like, it's so fucking weird how, like, the series up to this point, like, all these, like, spin-offs have been, like, these, like, more individualistic formats. And then, like, for the global, like, the end of all this, they don't do that. And, like, for them, like, the people that are, like, named the global champions, like, they're, like, people that were paired up from the beginning. I just think that's kind of underwhelming. How do I do this? Like, how do you do that without getting detected?
Let's see her deal with this.
Like, I guess I just, like, pick up a bottle from... Okay, well, I'm probably gonna get detected here. Like, I guess I pick up a bottle here.
When I find you, you're dead.
Does that work?
Heading over there now.
Oh. Not what I meant to do. And I'm detected again. That's great. Please, game. How do you get through? Like, is it that I'm just, like, literally have to be undetected? Like, that's so fucking weird. Like, what a weird, section. What seasons are more of an old school Who's Who? Survivor All-Stars or BB7? Oh, Survivor All-Stars. Not even close. Survivor All-Stars is, like, actually, like, a fantastic cast. Like, the only people... Like, the thing is, like, all the big names are there outside of Colleen and Elizabeth. Like, everyone that, like, was a big name in Survivor up to that point is there. And yeah, obviously, like, fair play and stuff, but, like, that was before that got aired. Where like Big Brother, it's like there's definitely a lot of like glaring holes of people. But even then, I mean, like, it's still good. But yeah, it definitely like could have been a bit better.
Damn hurry all of a sudden.
Rourke said Croft's coming through here.
God damn it. All right, I'm hurrying.
They're super into the psychological aspect of the show. Like, I think for the UK, it's like something new, right? Which is like weird, considering obviously that's like every like competition reality show in the US is focused around that sort of stuff. But like in the UK, it's really like not. Like, I literally don't get how you're supposed to do this section. Like, they eventually move, right?
Better safe than sorry. Just put down too many of our people.
Yeah, why is she a villain? This is the was she a pole vaulter? Controversial circumstances as officials failed to stop proceedings as rain tumbling down. Forced her to try a third attempt. Like, is that's like nothing. Oh, this isn't like doesn't like how does that make her a villain? Yeah, like that doesn't make fucking sense. Hide
if you want. Won't matter. What now? I'll see what's up. I'll go see.
No, I want this guy to fucking move. Fuck off. Jessica was the alternate for Global? That's fucking random. Like, why? She was like such an early boot. Why was she the alternate? Like, I like Jessica, but still, it's like, why was she the alternate? Oh, fuck off, game! What the fuck? Fucking guy from behind me detected me.
I got something. Where? False positive. Some animal. Hey, are we getting those lights up or what?
I'm never gonna get them working if you keep pestering me. Damn hurry all of a sudden.
Rourke.
Alright, I mean, maybe we'll just kill everyone. I don't know.
Alright, I'm hurrying.
Here we go.
Don't believe it. What's going on?
Maybe we can do this, actually.
Think the Rourke's alerts for real? Absolutely. You wouldn't change your order. What the?
There we go. That wasn't bad, actually. There we go. What a masterpiece. Fuck this game. Best winners of Amazing Race globally. Who did I have a number? I don't even remember anymore. Rachel and Dave? It's probably still Rachel and Dave. Like, did anyone beat them in, I don't think so, right? Well, like, I think there's, like, I think Mark and Revealson are debatably the best team ever. Like, I think, like, they are just, like, so well-rounded. And, like, really did not stumble the entire race out until the very last leg. Okay, this is bullshit. I hate this game. This game fucking sucks. Fuck me. But, yeah, like Mark and Revealson, I think are probably the best team ever. Oh, Stephen Curry, yeah, Stephen Kirsten are good. I would still, I don't know, would I go to Rachel and Dave? I think Stephen Kirsten's like an interesting team because like they have less average. Oh, fuck off. But like they have that one leg where like their lowest placed leg is one where they go out of their way to get the express pass that they never use. So yeah, like I don't know, they're probably in conversation. Sam Paul, I mean they're fine. Like I think they're like really, it's like Sam Paul's like a weird one because like their first half is like very like meh. It's like they're fine, they're like middle of the pack, but it's like it's not until like the end that they win like the last like 5 legs or something, right? Is that a thing? Mud negates thermal vision? Didn't, like, is that a thing? Oh, whatever. Better player between James and Kaser? James. But, I mean, it's probably just James all around. I think James is just all around a more, versatile player. There's the Lara Croft of Morania. I mean, oh.
She won't get through here.
Have I made any?
Chopper or the search team will crush her friend.
About time.
I guess maybe, but
I think they know something.
oh, not really anyone. Why can't I kill this guy? Wait, why? Like, I should have been able to stealth or like chain kill that guy, right? Oh, wait, where am I going? Oh, I'm going here. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to climb this, right? Okay, I'm fucked. Is Allison a top 50 player? I don't know. Probably around there. Maybe. I generally don't know. Yeah, I'll figure it out whenever I get around to doing that Big Bird player ranking. Wonder who has the longest stretch of wins? Well, I don't know about the non-English ones, but I don't know, Sam and Paul has to be up there, right? Do I have my spreadsheet? Yeah, I have it here. Okay. I don't remember what Markham Revealson's streak is because they had some second place finishes, right? It's so fun. I'm like looking at the Amazing Race Asia charts. Like, don't remember a lot of this. Yeah, they only won 4 in a row, and their track record is insane. Like Markham Revealson, like second, first, second, first, second, first, then third on the final leg. It's so fucking weird. But Angel and Frankie had 4 wins in a row. I didn't realize that. Tom and Tyler also had 4 in a row twice. In Australia, 4. Oh, Paul and Steve had 5 in a row? Wow. I didn't realize they won 5 in a row. That's insane. In Australia, too. Yeah, so what were Sam and Paul? Sam and Paul were 5 in a row also. Like the final 5 legs. I would guess 5 is the record. Like, I find it tough to believe there's more than 5 in a row. Yeah, it has to be 5. What was Rachel and Dave? They had... Yeah, even they only had 4 in a row. Yeah, it has to be 5. Yeah, Megan Shane also only had 4, so... Robin Brent, I don't think it's Robin. Like, I think Robin Brennan at best only have like 2, maybe 3. Yeah, they only have 2 in a row. Actually, do Frank and Margareta? No, they only have 1. Margarita. Margareta's the other one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the record is internationally 5. I think US it might only be like 4. Yeah, I'm like scrolling through all of them. Nick and Star are the first people to get 4. And then, yeah, Megan and Shane have 4. Rachel and Dave get 4. Dave and Connor get 4. Their second time around. Oh, no, Justin and Diana have 5. So that's probably the U.S. record. It's Justin and Diana. Yeah, because after that, there's not anyone like even close. Oh no, Tyler and Corey have 4. Did they get 4? I didn't realize they got 4 and 31. But yeah, that's the only other one that's close. So yeah, the record's 5. Justin, Diana, Sam and Paul, and for some fucking reasons, Paul and Steve. That's so random. Yeah, what a weird grouping that is. Alright, what are we doing? I'm still doing the same fucking thing, aren't I? Wait, did I not die, or did this reset? I actually survived that? Oh, I guess I did. That's cool. Who wins? Hannah, Jessica, Adam, final 3? Adam or Jessica. Like, we don't know Jessica's win equity, really. But I could see Jess beating Adam, but 1 to 2.
Jonah, get off this channel.
What?
They're listening.
Okay.
I'll find you.
Survivor New Mexico premiered after 5 years since filming. That's fucking ridiculous. Dude, if Survivor Boston ever fucking airs, that might be like kind of close too. Like, I believe Michigan's only like 3 years behind. Actually, Maryland is probably around there too at this point. Probably even more, actually. If Maryland ever airs its next season.
It's a recipe for a hallucinogen, sometimes used in war.
What season of Survivor like to alter history and re-simulate? Probably Winners at War. I don't know. I mean, like, obviously, I still love that Tony's a 2-time winner, but still, it's like, I do feel like that's one where, like, the boot order's kind of bothersome.
This should help. If I use this
maybe original All-Stars.
It could be an advantage against Trinity.
Who's my favorite TFM character? What's TFM? Oh, we're talking about like Tales from the Ring.
Cow team, Croft is on a vector toward your position. I say again, Croft is coming to you.
Can I climb that? Oh, I guess I
Show
can.
me her corpse, and your entire team is next in line.
What I like about Wizard of War's boot order, all the old school players go home early.
She can't get past us. It's impossible.
And you have like Ben, Sarah, Nick, like all those sort of people make it far.
Need a hand?
Yeah, it does run right. I mean, the thing is, like, I think the issues that, like, obviously I just don't properly think of it as a real thing. Yeah, and my favorite character is the main character, considering it's the one that, like, undergoes the most character development. And too bad, actually. Main character is like kind of a, like main character of the. I guess it's the main character of the first book, but also probably the character that has the most connective tissue to the rest of the series. Probably best to pick a bad season. I mean, like, but the thing is, like, I don't really care about like a lot of the other seasons though. Like a lot of the like old seasons, like I don't really care enough to like re-simulate them. Like I feel like it has to be like an all-star season that I actually cared about these people to begin with. Yeah, I'm probably fucked. Cool. I think like very like I think almost no similarities character-wise to Anakin, but I guess maybe like slight similarities, but nothing like.
And your entire team is next in line for deacon training. Work out.
Yeah, nothing. Like I think very different paths. Prefer Nicaragua or Thailand? Nicaragua by a lot. I actually like Nicaragua. I don't really like Thailand. Outside of like the little like funny moments here and there. Fuck off. Fuck off. Okay, oh, that's great. I had names before, but I don't know if any of it's like solid. Actually, no. I mean, actually, no, because I think I changed it. Well, no. Oh, I forgot how I fucking structured it. So, like, the books. It's weird because, like, obviously, like, there's supposed to be like Bible parallels, so it's like.
Hey, you gonna survive?
But like, I never probably like decide like what the actual name of the actual book will be because, like, structure-wise. It's like, okay, this is the book of, like, Baron, who's the first main character, and this is the book of, what, like, the next main character. Like, that sort of thing. But, like, I don't think that's actually why I would name the actual books. But I also, like, within those, you can split it between two, like, there's, like, two stories within each of those books. Like, two halves, essentially. And each of those I named, but I don't know if I would actually name the books those things. Wait, where'd he go? Oh. Oh, fuck. Okay, I did not realize there were that many enemies. That's fantastic. Yeah, fuck this section. This section sucks. Ugh.
Hold up a second. I think he's gone.
I mean, the attack zone challenge is like the best part of Survivor Thailand. Oh, fuck off. There we go. Oh, there's more. Oh, fuck off. Oh my fucking god, dude. Oh, fuck it. Is the Love Boat first boot ranking coming? Never. I'm not even gonna bother watching Real Love Boat. Or what Love Boat? Watching Love Island. Did I say Love Boat? I meant Love Island. But yeah, never gonna bother watching Love Island at this point, considering it's not even on CBS. I even Real Love Boat. I try to like keep out the results for a bit. I just stopped. Don't fucking care anymore.
Jonah, come in, please.
I mean, yeah, there wouldn't be a Book of Cassidy considering
He's dead.
there's naming
Now
conventions
you can
involved.
add your friend Jonah to the list of people you've gotten killed.
Fuck you, Rourke.
If you want to pick up his body, it's at the refinery.
Do I like that the edit of 43 is up in the air? I like it to a degree. Like, if I was a viewer, like, just a viewer, not, like, someone that makes videos and stuff, I would love it. I would love that. I don't know what's gonna happen even at this point. Though I think, like, from an analytical standpoint, I think it leads to, like, things of, like, well, why is this here? And that sort of thing. Like, there's a lot, like, and I'm talking about in the review, there's a lot of things that happen in this season that, like, are just kind of weird, and, like, a lot of things that aren't explained, too. Like, it feels like they just, like, focused on the wrong things with the editing. So, like, from, like, a pure analytical standpoint, I don't think it's good. But I think from a perspective of, like, yeah, guessing who's going to win at the time of, like, airing, then yeah. I think it's good. But also, like, obviously it makes it hard to write the review. Okay, well, that was just me being an idiot. Okay, how? What just happened there? Yeah, I'm rewatching. What the fuck happened there? Like, I died, like, almost instantly. Yeah, I'm mind blown. Sammy is now a losing finalist. I have not gone back, so I'm caught up again on Survivor and Amazing Race on those reviews. And Amazing Race is fine. Like, Amazing Race is fine. Like, I always expected Derek and Claire or Lewis and Michelle to get to end up winning. So it's like that's the way the review's written. So it's like it's fine. The Survivor review though is fucked. Like, I don't know. Like, I haven't gone back to like re-listen to it. I probably will just wait until the finale to do it. Like until like the final like until essentially it's like fully edited, and then I'll probably just re-listen to the entire thing and cut out what I feel is necessary. But yeah, I don't like. I feel like it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be a lot. Like, I don't know, or at least I'll have to like edit it in a way to where like it's like rephrasing it in a way. I don't know, because like I was so confident Sammy was gonna be a losing finalist, and I like a lot of the last couple episodes before his boot like were written in that way. I don't know. I'm probably never making Tales from right now. I like unless it's like maybe like when I'm old and in retirement and like I have nothing else to do there, then maybe. But like I don't care enough anymore. Does Kayla only beat Will and Maddie in a final 2? Probably. Does she even beat Maddie? Probably. I don't know. Yeah, probably because like Derek, Johnny, Allie, Olivia. That'd be enough. But yeah, Kayla doesn't win most scenarios though. I mean, it's a twist, but it's like it's one that's like not even like that. Like at least the one I'm like referring to is like one that's not even like that late. Like it's I mean like it's literally the ending of book 2. Well, no, book 1, but like yeah, it's the ending of book 1, but like arc 2. I don't even know what I probably called it. So it's like, and then again, out of like how many was it? 8 books. I don't even remember. Like I spent so much time like structuring the thing that I don't even remember anymore. Because there's like purpose the way it's structured and why. I spent way too much fucking time putting that together. Because I never I never like fully got into the writing, the actual writing of it. Like I wrote the first like 20. I don't even remember how many. Like maybe 20 issues, like as if it was a comic book. But I think if I were to release it now, it would be more of like an actual novel. But also, like I don't know how to write novels, so that's kind of my issue too. Is there situations where a jury was determined by the finalist speech? Like in Survivor, it happens a lot. Not a lot, but like I mean, like more often, like I think, like the common assumption would be, Big Brother. I think it happens almost never. And both of them had to do with like how the finale formats are structured. Where obviously Big Brother, you don't have any time to do anything. Where Survivor you do. Okay. Fans rumor for All-Star Sora. He's not confirmed, but he's on the like the list of possible people. Banana seems to be back all in, right? So, maybe he'll be on. Maybe not. I wouldn't be surprised if he's on, though. The Casey win because of pro Casey or anti-Tyler. A mix of both, kind of. Like, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, really, I think pro Casey, but just misguided pro Casey is probably the best way to say it. Where it's like pro Casey, but like for things that she didn't actually do, or like for like giving her credit for things that like that don't really make sense. But yeah, I don't think it was necessarily an anti-Tyler thing. Like I think with like someone like a Scotty, I think it was like probably anti-Tyler, but like I think he's not willing to admit it. Bailey, I think it's kind of like a mix of both. Like Fessy, I think is pure pro Casey, and again, like makes no fucking sense. But still, whatever. And to fair, like again, that's also because like Haley didn't have the time to tell him, which I do think would have changed his mind. And Haley switched her vote at the last second. So it's a lot of weird things. And like Casey, Rockstar was pro woman, more so than pro Casey.
Come on. Where to next? Can't stay here.
I don't know, Jonah!
Oh, I saw stream paused for a bit on my end. Also for fun. Hit Alpha, hit putting Brian Hayek #1 pre also. I don't even remember the video, but yeah, I do remember that. Like I did make I did kind of ham that up, I guess.
Kind of chalice.
Chalice, that's not very Mayan.
Actually, am I on the right internet? I just realized that. That's probably also a fact.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's
Either
not
way.
right. The clue was left
Is
by
Rockstar the
17th
only
century
juror to always
missionary
vote
Andrea Lopez, a Jesuit.
incorrectly?
The
What do you-
serpent in the chalice is a symbol of Saint John. We're looking for a Christian holy site.
Haley could have whispered Fessy to vote Tyler. I believe they weren't sitting together though. Were they?
Dozens.
I'm pretty sure they were
Striking
separated.
distance from Paititi.
I'm pretty sure that was like part of the issue. I expect Fessy to make sense, yeah. I mean, like the thing with Fessy, like Fessy was like all about like competitions, and that's how he like determined his vote, was that he wanted to like vote for Casey because she won the competitions at the end.
What would I do with
Like despite the fact that he had like a closer relationship with Tyler on the season, the fact that like Tyler also won a lot of competitions, but for some reason he only cares about like the competitions at the very, very end, when like Casey won like no competition for the first half of the season. But whatever, who fucking cares? I'll see you later, biggest party. What was the point of casting Paul in the traitors? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who the fuck he is. Also, like, what was his name? I was looking at the Traitors AU boot list. Was it Ethan? Was that his name? Something like that. Like, who the fuck is he? Another person. Like, yeah, who is this person?
This is it. Church of San Juan.
Yeah, Ethan. Yeah, day 4 boot. It's like, yeah, he was there. He's a person that existed. But even like a lot of other people that made like far like Dirk, like just did not get that much content. Even like Lewis was like kind of quiet until like the end. Craig also was like not that prominent, so again a bit of a wonky edit.
My friend Sarah's an archaeologist. She works near here.
So I mean, I guess that kind of goes in line with Traitors AU, or with Australian TV. I mean, but still.
Sarah's obsession. Most people come here looking for treasure. But
Yeah, oh yeah, that was the thing too. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah, it was like Fessy was like, that Casey was the one that got me out through the veto. It was just like, yeah, Tyler didn't play in that veto, so I think that was also a dumb thing. Do I think Jeff remembers all the runners-up of Survivor? Probably not.
I am.
Like, does he remember Susie at this point? Like, probably as like a person like, oh yeah, she sucks. But like, I doubt he actually remembers her.
I'm following a riddle. The heart of the serpent is in the cup near the many stone faces.
I'm kind of running through them though. I mean, he probably actually does. Like maybe Becky. Does he remember Becky? And he probably actually does. But again, probably not in like a flattering light though.
Según documentos de la biblioteca, son guardianes. La leyenda dice que custodian una cripta.
Like Albert, I feel like is someone that he probably wouldn't remember that well, considering he didn't like Albert. And also, like, Albert's not that notable either way. Could see Russell Hanson future Tracy. That'd be great. It would be the fucking disaster, especially if he's a traitor. Like, imagine Russell Hanson's a traitor, but that would be fun though. Tori from 42 wants to go in the challenge. That'd be fine. I'm okay with that.
Thank you. I will.
At some point, top 10 player that Brian wouldn't be higher because Cass isn't game savvy. I mean, I don't think that's a factor. But yeah, the Pagong, I think that is the thing to mention. But is the... I mean, like, it is and it isn't. Like, the, like, because, like, the fake merge essentially, like, solidified he was going to get control, but, like, also it's, like, it probably also, like, was going to happen anyway. I think Shan was going to flip.
Abby's friend mentioned a crypt somewhere around the library.
Does you remember? I think Mick might be one. Yeah, I think Mick he might forget about nowadays. Jacqueline, I think he'd probably remember Jacqueline. Like, I think he would remember John and Jacqueline. Best jury speech for 0 votes finalist. 0 vote finalist. I think that's what makes it tough.
What about you? Did you find anything?
Maybe Romeo would be up there for 0 vote finalist.
Who knows?
Who'd I have as number 1 on my losing final? I find it so funny I actually did that video because I have no memory of the losing final tribal performance video. And also, I don't even think it's like that accurate. Like I would definitely change things. I feel like if I were to do it now, and same thing with the winning one. I still can't believe I fucking put Michelle that low. Like, she was at, like, 20 or something. It's like, how the fuck was Michelle that low? Oh, no, actually, she was lower, wasn't she? But, yeah, that was just dumb of me. Yeah, Spencer's the highest on this. Actually, next one's not even that close, is it? Oh, no, Dawn. Dawn got 0, duh. Yeah, I mean, it probably is, like, Spencer pre... When was this? Was this 41 or... No, this is 40, right? So 41, Again, Vander wouldn't really be there. And then 42. Yeah, Romeo. I could see her being Romeo. Yeah, I mean, Hannah's probably in consideration too.
Feels like a mausoleum.
Yeah, I still think like for sure Chase Rice is the number one Final Travel, losing Final Travel performance.
We're getting close. Let's look around.
Like it's not really that close either.
These notes were written by the founder of the Sector 7. We're talking about funds allocated for renovations to the library.
Angelina, I mean, she's fine. Like I think she said like no, like shot, but like I don't know, it was like fine, but like I don't know if it was ever going to be effective.
This cross, it looks like it's from the 17th century.
Though I think the funny thing with Spencer, like even though I had Spencer number one, like Spencer actually technically loses a jury vote at Final Tribal, so it's like, I don't know. Because like technically he came into a Sierra's vote, but Sierra flips her vote after Jeremy's thing. What was the game I want to do? I hate this section too, if I remember right. I remember there's like a puzzle in here that like took me forever for some reason. Yeah, I had it at 29. Is that what? Yeah, that's insane. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Like that's ridiculous. Like Michelle should be like probably around like 10 to 15 or so. Like I still wouldn't have her at the very, very top, but like she definitely should not be at fucking 29. Yeah, Chase Rice is number one on the player ranking too, for Nicaragua.
The sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light the end of days. The sun will be darkened, and the moon...
I'm not redoing that. I'm not fucking bothering redoing that video. Like, I think that video is like the epitome of like what I hate with like doing those big rankings. Like, I just have no interest in doing that video ever again. Same, and that's why, like, again, part of why, like, I'm kind of like out on these like big global rankings and stuff. Like, these just feel like these massive rankings that like are just like not fun to make. Like there are like these big rankings that are fun to make. Like those are like these rankings that are just not fun to make. And I just don't want to fucking do it again. Do a top 10 dumbest move by a runner-up? Potentially, but it's not like top priority. Like, I feel like that's like something, like, I think that's more of like a Peridium style video. Then he wouldn't do top 10, he would do like top 5, or like maybe even like 3 or something, but still. What does the game want me to do? No, I'm not bothering doing a global version of that either. Fuck that. Maybe international, but or maybe like break it out like Australian and Survivor South Africa, like that sort of thing. But I'm not doing global. I'm not bothering. Does Peridium even like talk that much about gameplay, like bad gameplay? Because I feel like Peridium like talks a lot about good gameplay, but actually now I think about it, like I don't think he ever talks about like poor gameplay, does he? Am I gonna do Survivor season ranking after 50? I'm doing that much sooner than 50. Well, I'm doing it in 2024. Both winner and season rankings. So where would that be? That would was it 44, 45, 40? It would be after Survivor 46 then? It would be like right after Survivor 46. Which means that it's been how many seasons? Since Edge of Extinction, right? So about 8 seasons. Would have been 10 if it wasn't for COVID. But I think that's kind of the intention moving forward. It's like every like 10-ish seasons to redo it. I mean, yeah. I think he definitely criticizes people when he's talking like more raw, but like I think in like his videos though, I don't think he does. Where am I supposed to go? Once my island's calling Jesse the winner 43, I don't see it. Like, I mean, I do. Like, I see why other people are seeing it, but I just can't act. Like, if Jesse wins, this is like a what the fuck winner for me. Which is like weird because like obviously there's people that are saying, oh, Jesse's obviously the winner. But like, I just like, this is not how they would edit a winner. Like, there's just so much undermining of Jesse across this season that it would just be so fucking weird if he is the winner of the season.
And under his
did I never interact with this? God damn it.
Refuge. Jonah, those 2 Bible quotes. The sun will be darkened and
like, it's both the fact that like Jesse gets undermined a lot, and then also like it feels like one, it feels too obvious. Like, it feels like the show's like openly trying to talk about him as a good player. Which like typically they would do with like people that they're setting up for a fall down the road. But also again, like, there's no storyline for Jesse. Like, Survivor's been like so focused on like storylines, like thematic storylines from the very beginning. Like, even before the new era, even like Tony had one from the beginning of Winners at War. And I'm too fair. Like, really, it's like I think like a lot of seasons have it, but like I think it became like a major like sticking point recently. But like Jesse just doesn't have one. Like, there's like no storyline for Jesse.
It's unmistakable.
Jesus takes up the cross. These are the stations of the cross.
You probably want to glitch to the floor. That sounds about right.
Before 1600, there were only 7.
If Jesse's final juror, would I rank him higher than Dave Wright? If Jesse's the final juror and like is in a position where like he wouldn't have been voted out if it wasn't for the fire making challenge, he's probably number 1.
Let's see if we can find a cross line around here somewhere. When we find the box, how do we get the key back from the big guys?
We'll find a way.
Found something?
Yeah.
Approached by Sever Spencer to do a collab. You declined? That's something. What is Survivor Spencer doing nowadays? Let's do the like monthly checkup on Survivor Spencer. Oh my god, why can't I type for the life of me? Oh, does Survivor Spencer actually come up when you type in Survivor Spencer on Google now? It's not Spencer Bledsoe? Oh no, it is still Spencer Bledsoe. I just like, I had a... Oh no, actually, he's the third one. That's not bad. He's moving up in the world. He's doing a lot of the same stuff. He had a 44 cast assessment. That's something. He did a video on Carla calling him out on Twitter. That's also something. He's calling Gabler as the winner. That's also something. Wait, he has a fucking thing of who's the best player left on 43, and like he's like, the thumbnail implies that's Ryan. But then he also has another thumbnail of every dumb move on Survivor 43 that has a picture of Ryan and says, "This guy sucks." Yeah, this is, again, it's so weird that Survivor Spencer's a real thing.
I need to move the cart to direct the light beam to the door.
Oh, is this the puzzle I was thinking of? No, it's later. But I think it involves the lights and everything. I'm Survivor Spencer's biggest fan. I've never watched a Survivor Spencer video, so for all I fucking know, maybe I am. Sammy the win, the video he posted the day before his boot. Well, that's pretty bad, isn't it? I guess Sammy, like, how could you actually think Sammy was gonna win, like, coming into this last episode? Like, I literally had Sammy at the bottom of my power ranking.
Jesus meets his mother.
Like, I had him number one, like, early on in the season. Like, I think after episode 4, I had him at number 1. But, like, I don't know how the fuck you have him at number 1 now.
I'll give you a boost.
Most YouTube channels that have red thumbnails are typically joke stuff for me. I mean, like, that's more so a motif thing, too. Like, one, it's like red's my favorite color, and considering Survivor's my main topic, I decided to make the motif for Survivor red. But yeah, it's like each like thing, like each topic I cover has like a different like thumbnail style to it, and that's like, yeah, like because like Big Brother I have blue, Big Brother US I have blue, like a and actually it's like a light blue. And BB Cans like a light green. Then what? International Survivor. Well, International Survivor in general is yellow, right? And then orange for Australian Survivor, and then dark orange for Survivor South Africa. And then what was it? The challenge is like a light red with a blue background. There's a lot of like random shit with the like motif of the thumbnails.
I'll need to direct the light beam towards the fresco of Veronica.
These people look like they were tortured.
I don't think this was just a crypt.
Is this the right way? I feel like this is not the right way. Like, I've never watched a Russell Muscle video either. Yeah, what's Russell Muscle doing nowadays? Let's see. I got past 5,000 subscribers. That's good for him. Oh, he's just doing like episode by episode stuff. That's kind of boring. See, like, that's exactly what I didn't want to do. And, like, again, straight up, the channel would be doing a lot better if I did do this sort of shit, but I also, like, don't want to. Do, like, weekly episode recaps and weekly episode power rankings and stuff like that. It's like, I just don't fucking care to do that shit. Though, again, the channel would be doing a lot better than what it is now. But it is what it is.
I'll need to direct the light beam towards the fresco of Veronica.
So I'm going. Wait, which one am I going to? Well, I think Sammy as a player. I think he's good. I think he's probably debatably the best teenage player. I think he like just got a bit sloppy towards the end, but I think he's overall a pretty good player. Is this it? Oh, I guess it is. Don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now. We'll continue specifically about the two. Like, I think the problem, like, I think the fact that it is trying to like just be The Last of Us again. I think that's kind of my issue with The Last of Us TV shows, that it feels like obviously we know it's going to have expanded parts, like things that like Neil Druckmann explicitly said that like there's going to be things that like he cut out of the original script that made it onto the show. And like that's cool, but also it's like I think just the fact that the entirety of the show is going to be essentially them remaking the game, and like I think like just watching the trailer, I think like Bella Ramsey in particular, like I think like Ellie, like it just feels weird. Like it doesn't feel like Ellie to me. Like it feels like, and like to be fair, maybe it's just that Ellie like doesn't actually feel like an actual kid, but like whenever I hear Bella Ramsey, like it feels like it's an actual kid. Even though Bella Ramsey's like fucking 19 years old or something, like she's not even actually a kid. But like I don't know, it just like feels like it doesn't feel like Ellie to me based on like this, like the short scenes we've seen. I think Pedro Pascal is really good though. Like he does seem like a good Joel. But I worry about like the connection between the two. But again, we'll see. I think Owen is like, if Owen did not make it as far as he did here, I would have Owen at the bottom below Janine. Well, I don't know what I'm talking about, at the bottom of what, but like I would have Owen below Janine if it wasn't for the fact that he's clearly having more longevity. Okay, this is the puzzle I was thinking of that I remember like hating.
I'll need to direct the left light beam toward the crucifixion scene.
Okay, so I need to do what? No, wrong way. There we go. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's most of my like worries though, is like Ellie. Because I think everything else looks really good.
I'll need to direct the left light beam toward the scene of Jesus being nailed to the cross.
Wrong one. But again, like, I think with The Last of Us, like it's the original game at least is like one that's so much based around the connection between Joel and Ellie, and I think if Ellie isn't, oh well, I guess I fucked that up. Yep, cool, that's great. But I think if Ellie isn't like good, essentially, then yeah, like I just worry overall about that.
Left light beam toward the crucifixion scene.
Oh, wrong thing. Is Owen below Neka? Probably not, just due to longevity. But again, if Owen got booted in the same spot that Janine did, then I could definitely see the argument.
I think this is a place of worship.
Is James hiding Gabler? Probably not by the end of it. Is it this one that I have to?
I'll need to direct the left light beam toward the scene of Jesus being nailed to the cross. He's carrying the cross.
Okay, that's carrying.
Taking up the cross, Jesus, nailed to the
Okay,
cross.
it's that one that I have to go.
Don't let Lopez.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think we like that's why I'm still like cautiously optimistic, because I do think we still have to wait for the show, like to actually air, like actually see like Ellie's portrayal and everything. But I just feel like based on the trailers, I'm kind of like I'm not feeling like great about it, but I'm not like completely dismissing it. Like I'm still excited to watch it. Like I literally got HBO Max to watch it. That and I'm too for that, and also like there's other shows I want to watch on it, but. Still, it's like I was like, fuck it, might as well get it now when it's on sale, because I'm gonna want to watch Last of Us. One of your friends personally knows Carolyn? Well, that's cool. That's the like she's the one that's like into orgs and stuff, right? Redemption Island is better than All Stars. I agree with All Stars. I don't know if I agree about Second Chance, but I do agree with All Stars. I think All Stars is like over time like plummeted towards the very bottom of my season ranking. Like not obviously like I still have Australian Outback in Thailand probably worse, but I think All Stars is probably right there. So I think Jesse and Cody should have voted Dwight over Neka. Probably like the thing, it works out for him, and like I can understand. Like the thing is, I understand the rationale for both. Though even then they were thinking about Noelle over Neka, right? Or like instead of Dwight. But still, it's like I can understand the rationale for both decisions. So like really, it's like it's like pulling teeth. Like which one's like worse, or which one's like which one to go with essentially. But yeah, like I probably would have stuck with Neka. I think if I was the one making the decision, but I understand why they didn't.
I guess it's you then.
The thing about Ellie is very easy to make her annoying kid. and while I have faith in the team, yeah, I mean, yeah, especially like with the like Joel not treating her well and like her like wanting. Oh yeah, by the way, also that was another part that I did not like in the trailer. I just felt like the scene of like Joel telling Ellie that she's cargo. I just felt like that was portrayed in kind of like a ridiculous way. I don't know. Because like, again, does he ever explicitly say that she's cargo in the game? No, right? I'm pretty sure he doesn't. Like, she's talked about as cargo, but like he never actually tells her that, no, you're just cargo to me, essentially. So I felt like that was kind of dumb. Let's see. I'm gonna search through the script. Oh wait, is that not the full script? I guess it's not the full script. Does anyone have the full script? I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'm not gonna be able to find it. By the way, I just finished writing my fucking Avengers Infinity War. Oh, here's actually the script. Yeah, like cargo. Yeah, it's Tess that says cargo, and he says that. Yeah, and she says that when she's not like. That's like literally the first time they meet. It's like the time that he says that to her is like when, oh fuck, I'm about to die because I was not paying attention. But like the point that he says that to her is like in the car ride after Billstown, right? Like I just felt like that was kind of dumb. The fact that he's like explicitly calling her cargo at that point. Oh yeah, the like. The clickers, bloaters, all that stuff looks really great. Like, I have no doubt that the action sequences are going to be good. Do want Ellie go in charge? Which Ellie are we talking about? I assume Survivor 43 Ellie, which then probably not. I don't think we need it, but... Actually, I just feel like because like I think like challenge archetype wise, I think like Michelle and Ellie are kind of similar to where like I just rather have Michelle. Yeah, I do find that funny too. They like Flick. Oh yeah, also the weird thing about Flick's thing is that they for Flick's announcement, it's not JLP saying it. It's like why? Like, did JLP just give up? Did he just like not feel like doing the rest of them? Like, why is JLP not doing it anymore? Yeah, then calling her a finalist, which I guess like for Australian stars, just anyone that makes the finale is a finalist, I guess. I don't know. Which season, as far as she's the most toxic, unbearable to watch. Yeah, IOI is definitely up. Like, IOI, Thailand, I think are the two. Okay, that was wonky.
Where is she?
Rat King, Rat King will be fantastic. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know, are they going to get there? I guess if they do season 2, they would have to, kind of. I'm like, I wonder how they would approach that. Would they just...
I guess we're done here.
Like, would they just go straight to part 2 stuff, or would they start, like, would they try to do, like, original stuff in between? What is this?
Stop.
The final Survivor 43 power ranking. Why is this the final? There's one more episode after this. Cassidy 1, Jesse 2, Carla 3, Owen 4, Gablers. Wait, they have Cody at 6? Wait, how are we ranking it? Are we ranking it off this, like, last, like, in-game? Or are we talking about edit?
Release him.
Like, in-game, I would say it's Jesse 1.
What are you doing?
Probably Cassidy 2, Cody 3, Carla 4, Gabler 5, Owen 6. I think would be the in-game ranking. If we're talking about edit-wise, then it's, like, probably Cassidy, Gabler... Jesse, Cody, Carla, Owen. would probably be the edit
It
ranking.
was taken from me before I could know.
He was my friend.
Oh yeah, I guess that would be a thing. Like they would probably like a lot of those flashback sequences would be like in their show, but like chronologically, I guess that would be a thing.
You had him killed.
Yeah, I do want. Yeah, that would be interesting to see if they continue beyond season 1
To lead the public to Paititi.
and how they approach it.
Everything I love, everything I fought for.
Who is this guy? I legitimately don't even know who the fuck this guy is. I don't remember. No, I think none of this matters. Like I'm literally just playing this for fucking sake of it. I have not watched Cody and Derek's podcast. I really don't care. The only thing I have watched is that their like BB24 like finale thing, where I did listen to their talk with Xavier for a bit, but that's about it. Yeah, like I don't get how they're gonna do Abby. God fucking damn it! Like I initially said Abby, that I was like thinking, is it Allie? No, it's Abby. But yeah, Abby. I think they'll probably hold that off if they are gonna do the same thing with that. I think that they'll leave for flashbacks and like leave for the reveal of like, oh, she's the fucking daughter of fucking Jerry. I mean, negative 40 Celsius? What is that Fahrenheit? That sounds terrible.
What?
Lara, go! Stop him!
Cass says, only one who respects her quotes and professionals. Yeah, like I think edit-wise, yeah, she hasn't really been, like she has been contradicted like minorly, and I think definitely thematically she's been contradicted at points, but like nothing like as detrimental as like everyone else, pretty much except for Gabler. Where I think Gabler's like the only one that's had like a consistent storyline from beginning to end and never been like contradicted within that storyline. Do I still not have any weapons? Oh, I do finally have weapons. That fucking sense. I think that, like, from what I've heard, the problem with Derek and Cody is that they don't watch live feeds. Well, I know they don't watch live feeds, but, like, I feel like their opinions are largely based on the edit, and through that, like, they don't have the most accurate game reads, just because they don't fully know what's going on.
This is Rourke. Jonah Maeva has the box, and Lara Croft was last seen in the church.
The Tulu could actually come up with some decent original stuff. Yeah, I think they definitely could. I just wonder, like, how much are they going to? Like, are they just gonna do like entire season of like like in between season 1, season 2 stuff, or what? Because like we know this season's gonna be all of Last of Us 1, which like again like running through like the events of the original game, it's like it makes sense. Like they can do it, but I do wonder like like with season 2, it's like how would they approach that? Because I would assume they wouldn't go straight into part 2. Especially considering the 5-year time gap and everything. Or maybe they just like not make it be as big of a time gap. I don't know. They rely on Tiffany to cover through 24, so they're more accurate than 23. Yeah, like 23, like I assumed that they were like pro Xavier, right? Is my assumption. I don't know, Kenny's beating me? What a shame. Like, Kenny should be beating me. Like, Kenny has like how many followers does he have? He has like a lot though. Like the fact that he doesn't get more viewers is like actually sad.
Roger, team leader.
Yeah, he has 42,000 followers. I have 311. Like he has more Twitch followers than I have YouTube subscribers. We're talking about Kenny from Gabon. Okay, well this is kind of bullshit. Oh, okay, well that was a waste. I have a shotgun, right? Okay, yeah, let's do that. Completely forgot I had a shotgun. There we go. Yeah, I like Left Behind. I'm assuming is going to be its own episode. I think. At least I assume so. Like they could technically spread it out more, and like kind of like leave it for like little bits and pieces throughout the entire season. But like I assume it's going to be just one episode. It's getting targeted because he faked being straight now. Go for a Watchmen show or movie. It's probably I don't know actually. Like I mean, I prefer the comic to the movie, but not sure about the show. I think the show is better, but also I haven't watched the show or like thought about the show since it aired. It's been really neat to watch, but like at least I have more of a memory, I guess, of OG Watchmen than I do of the show. Yeah, like I think the show's probably better than the movie, at least. But I don't know if it's better than the comic. I watched the first couple episodes of Invincible. I never went back to it. I don't know if I care enough. I read all the comics back in the day. I barely remember them at this point, but I did really like Invincible. But I don't know if I care enough to watch the show. Yeah, it's like that's also the thing. It's like so Bella Ramsey's like actually the age now that Ellie is in part 2. But also like, but her character is still going to be like 14, right? I'm assuming. It's like, how's that really? How's that work? I don't know. With like, would they like actually bother aging her?
Jonah.
Oh yeah, I think Watchmen, especially as like a follow up to Watchmen the show. Fuck me. Yeah, Watchmen the show as a follow up to the comic is fantastic.
What the hell were you thinking?
Do I think Sandra is a good player but plays shitty games? I think she's a good player. But I don't think she's like best of all time like level.
Go, we got this.
Like I think she's a player that like is probably like largely inconsistent, but we'll never actually get to see that inconsistency due to the fact that she's already got really lucky her first 2 times. To where like after that she already has this like big legacy that most of the time that she plays she's probably at least gonna make like a somewhat deep run from the fact that she's like already considered like she's essentially gonna be looked at as a shield. I feel like that's gonna cause her initial group to want to keep her around. While she's also going to be like essentially the first boot after the swap, like almost every time she plays at this point. And the same thing goes for like Boston Rob. Same thing goes for like a Parvati. Like I just think that's the position that they are in. But I think with Sandra in particular, I feel like it's the weird thing because like her first 2 times around that she wasn't affected by that sort of stigma, she got extremely lucky in like the fact that she ends up winning those games. With like Heroes of Villains being like the biggest example of all those. So I think that's like what makes it very difficult to assess her as a player. This is like a decent set piece until I fucked it up there. Which I think would be better, Last of Us or One Piece? Probably Last of Us. Like, I want One Piece to be really good. I'm not actually expecting it to be good, though. Especially considering it's, like, Netflix. Like, the Netflix adaptations with, like, less faith than HBO. Especially because, like, just looking at, like, the crew... Oh, why did I just do the same fucking thing again? Whatever. Looking at the crew of The Last of Us show, like, it's like, a really, really great... like both production and also like the actors they cast and everything. Where like One Piece, it's like they seem to be fans. At least that's a positive. But like I wouldn't have as much confidence in them just in general to make a great show.
Man, this is Cardinal 1. All systems functional. Back on course for heading 327.
Here's the villains. Who would I vote for? Parvati, Russell, or Jerry? Probably Russell. I'd probably vote for Russell over anybody. But again, that's under the context of like not knowing where everyone else is voting. If I know where everyone else is voting, I vote Parvati in the Russell, Parvati, Sandra situation. And in Jerry, I'd probably still vote Parvati over Jerry. I don't know. I think it's kind of close between the two, really. Yeah, actually, maybe I would vote Jerry over Parvati. I don't know. Yeah, that is the thing with HBO, that technically they did get new leadership and everything, so you never know. But, so, I think HBO, like, has typically been, like, the most consistent with the quality of their products. Luffy versus Goku as characters,
How much longer to pay TT?
like, I mean, I would have Luffy as the better character, largely just due to the quality of writing. But I think Goku, like, is more iconic to me. And, like, I think Goku probably, like... Actually, I would say it's probably Luffy on every aspect, but, like, I think Goku's, like, the more iconic one for, like, me. And also the more, like... I think I have more nostalgia for Goku as a character than I do with Luffy. Where, like, I think with One Piece in general, it's like, I don't love One Piece because of Luffy. Well, I think I love Dragon Ball because of Goku.
We will get the box.
Like, for me, it's like with One Piece, it's like Luffy's like not the main attraction for like my respect of One Piece, where I feel like Goku is one of the main attractions for Dragon Ball. Who are 3 best BB Can players never win? I mean, like, would it still be Emmett, Netta?
Lara.
Who's the other one?
Where's the box?
I don't remember anymore. Like, obviously I have the player rank coming out eventually.
Get it back before he completes the ritual.
That's actually in, what, 2 months? Oh, Anthony, fucking, yeah, Anthony's there.
We'll have to adjust the plan. Please, take your time to prepare yourself. We'll gather intelligence and fighters.
Thank you.
Live Dragon Ball. You mean Bulma? Is that what you're talking about?
I'll stay here and lend you. Let me know if you need anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I love the original Dragon Ball because of Bulma. Wait, is this the end? I think this is the end, isn't it? City of the Serpent? I think that's the last mission. Yeah, it is. Okay. We're only 40 minutes away from the end. Okay. We're almost done. So I guess I did go a bit overboard last stream. Yeah, point no return. Yeah, it's fine.
How is the plan coming together, Etzli?
Callisto Protocol reviews. They've been very mixed, right? That like a lot of it's like also like even like the positive ones are still saying it's like disappointing. So yeah, it's not looking great for Callisto Protocol. But I'll still try it out eventually. I'll wait for it to drop in price. But yeah, it's like a lot of like one, it's like supposedly like pretty buggy, but then also it's like supposedly like combat's kind of bad. That it's like kind of frustrating.
Can we do both?
Like really, I'll say that's supposedly like
If
really
we approach
generic.
head-on, I can
But
go around
I
the
don't
other
know.
way and
I'm still
access
interested in playing it.
They'd be trapped.
If you're sort of an Avatar character, okay.
Without risk, but
I still need to get into Last Airbender. I do want to watch it at some point, but like I watched like did I watch all of season 1? I don't remember. And like I thought it was fine, but I never like really got into it. And even that was like 5-6 years ago, probably more. Like I want to give it like a legitimate shot nowadays, but don't know when that'll be. No, Jillian isn't lower on a player ranking list for BB like a BB 1 player ranking. She's not lower because of how she won, but she would be like
I want you to have this.
again like winner ranking. Obviously, she is.
Etzli, I can't.
After today, the eclipse will no longer represent us. We keep the sun, but you remove.
Just watch the movie. I have watched the movie. I watched The Last Airbender in fucking theaters. What a fucking shit show that is. I've not watched the Avatar franchise. No, I've not. I really need to. Like, I think the issue is that, like, I think the issue with me with Avatar is, and like I said this before, like a lot of these like franchises that I just never watched when I was a kid, is that it's like tough for me to connect to these like more like kid-friendly franchises like as an adult when I don't have like nostalgia for them. But I really want to like give Last Airbender a shot. What a moment in history. Yeah, definitely a moment in history. For 2025, that's what, 3 years? I could probably do that. Do you think Ozzy's a shitty player? No. I think he's probably a little bit above average. But again, not an actual good player. Oh yeah, I mean, like, if I'm watching Avatar, I'm also watching Legend of Korra, too. Like, I'm gonna watch all of it if I try to. I believe I actually saw, like, I actually debated buying it, like, on Amazon. It was on sale, like, the Blu-ray of, like, the entire series for, like, I think it was, like, $40 or something like that. Like, I thought about buying it, but, no. I don't even know what Elite is. So, no. I don't watch many things at this point. I used to, but with the channel and everything, I don't have fucking time. It's like everything I watch is usually something connected to the channel, and if it's not, then it's usually like me watching a live stream or something. Like I don't have much time to watch like other types of like media, I guess. Try to watch it 5 times and never finish. I mean, it's probably not a great sign.
I made it. I see the bridge.
Like right now, I'm doing my Sasuke rewatch, which I'm having a lot of fun with. Like really nostalgic to watch all these tournaments again.
I'm gonna check it out.
But I intend on doing a ranking after 40, which is 40's what? 3 weeks from tomorrow? 3 weeks from Tuesday? So it's kind of soon. But like I won't. The ranking won't be until like probably mid next year. But I still want to do it. So I'm watching all of them now. So I'm up to Sasuke 12. Cool. That was me being an idiot. What do player ranking of Game of Thrones? No. like I don't see the point in doing like I'm not doing player rankings of fictional like characters and everything. So I always found it dumb to do it for like Total Drama Island stuff like that. I would actually be more likely to do it for Game of Thrones though than Total Drama Island.
More helicopters.
Where at least I could take Game of Thrones seriously. I can't even take Total Drama Island seriously, like from like a game like theory perspective. Okay, that was me being dumb. Cool. Oh, last song I listened to literally today. Not an actual like it matters what you can sing a song, but I listened to the ending song from Avengers: Infinity War today. And also I went to look up Portals as well. That was also a thing I did. So like if those count, then that. If we're talking about song as in like non like video game / movie related song, actually even then that's actually probably not that long ago. Because I did go on a bit of a nostalgia trip like a few weeks ago of like listening to a lot of the songs I used to listen to. So what does it want me to do? Like, I'm assuming it's that, right? But no. I really don't care what the other YouTubers think. And I like, straight up, I have no interest in doing collaborations or anything. Or again, like I would not be surprised. Like I've been approached more to do collaborations. I just don't fucking see it. Okay, that one works for some reason, I guess. But I really don't have any interest. I listen to Maroon 5 here and there. Like I never was a big Maroon 5 fan though. But like I don't dislike Maroon 5. But definitely like the She Will Be Loved and like that sort of phase, like their early songs, like I liked a decent chunk. Oh really? Like one of the last Airbender actors made into the animated show? That's actually kind of ridiculous. Like imagine fucking Dragon Ball Evolution. Like a fucking actor from Dragon Ball Evolution ended up being a voice actor for like a character in Dragon Ball Super. That'd be so weird. Oh yeah, I know like people would be down. I just don't want to. I don't see the purpose in doing collaboration, especially for my channel. Like maybe like to have a video go up on like someone else's channel, like do like a podcast or whatever, maybe. But like I don't really want to either. Yeah, I'm almost done with House of Dragon. I forgot about that. I am through episode 8 of House of Dragon, which is really good. I don't know if I would say it's as good as Game of Thrones season 1, but like it's definitely like a lot closer than it has any right to be. And I think it's definitely better than like Game of Thrones, like everything Game of Thrones season like 4 on, season 5 on maybe. I forgot when the writing dropped off. I think it was 5, right? But it's like actually good Game of Thrones, so that's cool.
I think we're supposed to work together to defeat Kukulkan.
Also, I did watch The Batman. That was the first movie. Like, I looked this up. I literally only watched 3 movies, I believe, this entire year. Let's see, how many are there? Yeah, 3. Okay, I've watched 3 movies. Yeah, this entire year. I watched Scream. I bought the 2022 reboot or sequel. What was it again? Whatever. Either way, I guess it was technically a sequel, right? Yeah, I watched that. I watched Smile, and I watched The Batman. Those are the 3 movies. Like that's my entire year of film. But I thought The Batman was really good. It's long, but still it's strong. I mean, like a lot of tropey origin Batman stuff is there. Like, there's a lot of stuff from Batman Telltale. Like, obviously, like the Batman Telltale's copying off of like other things, but like it's like almost the exact same story, just told like slightly differently. But like a lot of the same like plot threads between the two. But again, it's still good though. You've seen 64 2022 films? Well, I guess that's the difference between you and me. I would guess I've watched more reality TV shows from 2022 than you, so that's something. Even games, like at this point, I've only played like 4 games, I believe. 4, I mean, like not including like Last of Us Part 1. It's like that's, yeah. Yeah, I believe it's how many? Like it's Horizon, God of War, Plague Tale, and Strangers of Paradise. Oh, the Quarry. I guess 5, maybe. Is it 5? Where's my gaming? Oh, there it is. Okay, wrong document. Is that it? There we go. Yeah, that's 5. And I own like 13 other games that I want to play for the list. So, which again, like I'll probably have to wait a little bit. To eventually get to that. I think I'm gonna wait until Survivor ends, essentially, to start playing games again. Once Survivor ends and I get the review and the player ranking stuff like that done, then I'll probably get back to playing games, which first thing will be a Last of Us replay. But then after, I'll be the games of 2022. I like Smile. I thought it was fine. Like, it was like very just like just good, like modern horror film. Like nothing like that great about it, but it was fine. Yeah, I did not like the ending though. I did feel like the ending was like very abrupt. But overall, again, it's good. Team Green or Black? I mean, like obviously the show is trying to make you Team Black, right? By the way, also with House of the Dragon, I'm spoiled on the books. Like I know what happens in the books timeline and everything, so like I know how the battle concludes and all that sort of stuff. I think half this will be assessed above the half, like the winners. I don't really get the question. I've watched The Thing. I think it's really good. Is it underrated? I don't think it's underrated. Like everyone loves The Thing. That I just think it's like probably underappreciated, like from a more general standpoint. But I think like anyone's like actually into film loves The Thing.
He's inside the temple. We're so
I own it on DVD? Yeah. I don't think I own it on Blu-ray. But I do own it to some degree. Yeah, Strange World, I heard like it bombed, right? Like it did really terrible. I've watched the original Alien, but I've never been a big Alien guy. Like I don't remember it that well. Yeah, I've never been that big into Alien or Predator, either of those franchises. Like both of them, I never watched any movie from either of those franchises until like I was actually like into film, which is like 2014, where I like 2014 was the year that like I just like really got into movies and everything. I tried to watch like everything. So like for the next like 2 to 3 years, like I was just like constantly watching movie after movie after movie, and like now obviously I've just like completely stopped. Yeah, that like up until 2017, I would say I have like a very good like track record of like watching movies up until that point in history. But like last 5 years, I've watched very little. Oh, New Sight and Sound. Best film list came out. I want to look at this actually. Is there oh, there's a Wikipedia page about it. guess like just BFI website should have it, right? Is this it? Okay, this is. Okay. Get Out made the top 100. That's kind of funny to a degree. I don't even know what this #1 movie is. I've never even heard of this movie. Number 2, Vertigo. That's okay. Citizen Kane, Tokyo Story, In the Mood for Love. Okay. 2001, Space Odyssey. Mulholland Drive is number 8. That seems high. Godfather 12. Persona 18. Not Persona, like the fucking Bergman movie, not related to Shin Megami Tensei. Like I've watched a lot of these, but also there's actually a good chunk of these at the top that I actually have not watched either though. But like I did try to watch like a lot of these like really like classic films. Like I would say I've probably watched like at least over half of these, but there's definitely like ones that definitely haven't. Best movie of all time, let's without Push. Yeah, well, I wonder why. I like Renair. I don't even know how to fuck you pronounce her name. Renaria? Whatever her name is. I like her more than Allison. Especially pre-time skip. Like, I think, like, the first, like, I think the younger versions of those characters, I definitely liked Renaria more. But, post-time skip, I think it's probably, like, a bit more, like, even. But I would still lean that way. Dakota Fan deserve an Oscar for Push. I'm sure she did. Which one's Push again? Like that's the like, was it like a superhero thing? Like I remember like the I remember the poster for a movie. I know I watched the movie, but like they all fucking blend together. Yeah, 2009. Yes, centers on people with superhuman abilities who band together to take down the government agency. Chris Evans was the star of it. I didn't realize that. 23% Rotten Tomatoes. That sounds about right. Oh, what am I doing? Wait, where's it want me to go? Oh, right there. Prefer villain characters than hero characters. Like I prefer like. I can get that sentiment, but like I think it's like it's like it's like for me it's like I understand their role in the story though. Like I think it was something like Thanos in like Infinity War. It's like I love how Thanos is portrayed in Infinity War, but also it's like he's obviously like supposed to be the villain though. Like I understand his role in the story. It's like while I respect like the craft that's put in there to developing his character. Like, also, it's like, you're not supposed to actually, like, think he's the good guy, though. Like, you're not supposed to actually want him to, like, to win the conflict. And I feel like that's the part that I've never been into. Like, I've never been like, okay, I want this, like, bad person to win because they're portrayed well or whatever. Like, I've never gotten to that point. But I've always, like, respected the, like, yeah, the, like, the characterization of the villainous character. I have not watched Parasite. I want to. But, again, it's one of those that, like, I just never got around to because, like, after I stopped watching movies, pretty much. You've only seen 13 of the top 100. Interesting. I've probably watched, like, a good, yeah, like, at least half. Let's see. Actually, I didn't see the top list. Maybe I haven't watched. Like, I've watched a good chunk though. Let's see. So I've watched Vertigo, Citizen Kane, Tokyo Story, In the Mood for Love, 2001. Mulholland Drive, Singing in the Rain, Sunrise, The Godfather, Cleo from 5 to 7, The Searchers, Persona, Apocalypse Now, Seven Samurai, Late Spring, Night of the Hunter, Taxi Driver, 8.5, Psycho, La Alatante, whatever, I did watch that. City Lights, M, Some Like It Hot, Rear Window, Bicycle Thieves, Rashomon, Stalker, Barry Lyndon, North by Northwest, The 400 Blows, The Piano, Blade Runner's on here, okay. Battleship, The Apartment, Sherlock Jr., La Dolce Vita, whatever the fuck that movie is, Moonlight, Goodfellas, The Third Man, Casablanca, Andrei Rublev, Metropolis, La Aventura, what the fuck that movie, again, don't know the fuck pronunciation of these things. My Name is Totoro, Spirit Away, I'm surprised both of those made it. Sunset Boulevard, Modern Times, Blue Velvet, The Shining, Chungking Express, Once Upon a Time in the West, The General, and Get Out. So that's probably around half, I think. Yeah, I watched Dune. I liked it. I didn't love it. Like, it's not like I feel like a lot of people were like talking about how it's like one of the best movies they've watched. Like, it's good, but yeah, I like don't have it like high. I don't even know what I was trying to say there. I've watched Moving Castle. I've watched all, or like, well, up until more recently, I've watched every Studio Ghibli film. Which is why I want to do a ranking of them at some point, but I did want to rewatch them before I did one. But like, I haven't watched anything post like 2016 or so. I've not watched Us either. Oh no, wait, no, I did watch Us. I haven't watched Nope. I think that's what I'm thinking of. I did watch Us. Us was fine. I like Get Out more though. Yeah, Us was good though. I mean, Spirited Away is good. Like, I think it's like definitely one of the best like Ghibli films, but I'm surprised they put like two Ghibli films in the top 100. Nope's on Peacock. Yeah, I'm on Peacock though. Yeah, what am I gonna do with the Traitors? Am I gonna bother getting Peacock just to watch the Traitors? I don't know. Probably won't. I'll probably watch it illegally. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I've watched Grave of the Fireflies. I love Grave of the Fireflies. It's probably it's debatably my favorite Ghibli film. I keep on like almost saying Miyazaki film, yet it's not Miyazaki film. I remember liking Bicycle Thieves. I mean, the problem with all these, again, I watched them like a long time ago at this point, and like all in a row. Like I was just like watching movie after movie after movie, so like a lot of it didn't really like stick to my mind. But I feel like I remembered liking Bicycle Thieves. Okay, don't know how I spread that. Like, no one I know nowadays has cable at all. Which, like, before, that's how I had HBO Max before, is that my parents had, like, got HBO through their, through their cable provider. So, like, I was able to use their account, but, like, they don't have that anymore. But then, like, again, like HBO Max went on sale recently, so I bought it there.
And the light shine again on the world of our creation.
And one ranked movies 3 hours 22 minutes. Holy shit! Hey, I never even heard of that movie. Internet and phone, they don't have any of anything Xfinity. Neither do I. Like, I have, well, my phone's T-Mobile, which is how I get Netflix. I have, actually, also my internet is T-Mobile. Oh, it's just kind of the issue. Which was my, like, that was my issue, like not recently, but like when was that? Was it like a month ago? I don't remember when. But like T-Mobile internet went down like just entirely, and that kind of made me realize, oh, maybe I shouldn't be having both like my phone and my actual internet be T-Mobile. Because like when T-Mobile goes down, then like I'm completely out of internet entirely. Like, not just like home internet, but also like on my phone. So it's like I literally have like no internet at all. It's like that's probably not ideal. Yeah, Netflix. T-Mobile gives out Netflix. I believe there's now like a extra like. I believe paying like an extra like $2 or something like that for it. Like it's not like free anymore, but like close enough. Like that's the only reason I have Netflix. Like I wouldn't fucking spend full price on Netflix nowadays. Like I don't watch, like I don't even watch Netflix. Like The Circle is like I watch, like obviously like that I'll watch that, but like I watch Cobra Kai. Have I watched anything else on Netflix recently? Stranger Things I did watch. What's this fight again? I don't even remember how this fight works. Oh, it's just this. Yeah, Arcane, yeah. I want to watch it, just don't know when I'll find time to do it. Oh, wait, they never gave me shotgun ammo this entire fucking section? Like, because I was out of shotgun ammo from, like, the last mission, right? Oh, cool. That was just making dumb. Yeah, like the only streaming service I would actually pay full price for, like nowadays, is Paramount Plus, and that's because I have a fucking YouTube channel that's like based around a lot of the shows that are on there. Where I changed to the yearly now, Paramount Plus, just because it's like it's just too convenient to not do it for me. Like whenever I need to watch like a Survivor, like a scene of Survivor again or whatever, like it's so easy to just go to Paramount Plus and watch it again. So yeah, I'm at that point where like it's yearly fucking subscription to Paramount Plus. But outside of that, it's like again Netflix I get through my my phone. I have access to Amazon Prime. I don't actually have Amazon Prime myself, but my parents do, so I have their account. Is that it? Well, HBO now, but like I think that's it. Asian TV produced way better than American, European. I feel that way with video games at this point, or at least I think consistency at least. I feel that way. Like movie and TV, I don't know. Like to be fair, I'm not like as like into that anymore, but I could see the argument for it. I'm about to die. Yeah, I'm just an idiot. I keep forgetting I can heal. Oh, the thing is, like, Paramount Plus, I want the ad-free version, though. I can't fucking stand the ad version. So, like, yeah, I actually, that's something also, too, is that I can get the ad-free version free from my T-Mobile also. It's just that I need the fucking ad-free version. Like, the ads just fucking bother me. And, like, it just makes it, like, obviously at that point, it's not convenient to use Paramount Plus. If I have to fucking watch ads to just, like, look up a fucking random clip of Survivor I want to watch. It's like, I need the ad-free version. Odyssey or Valhalla? Valhalla, but, like, they're both shit, so. Oh, or Origins is in that? It's Origins, then. But even the Origins I've gone down, in my opinion, over time. But, yeah, it's like Origins is way higher than, like, I haven't done my updated Assassin's Creed ranking yet, but I know what the ranking is. And the plans to do it for 2024, it'll be after, Mirage, it'll be the 5-year anniversary of when I did it the first time around, it'll be close to when Infinity comes out, but, yeah, like, I know what my ranking is, yeah, like, Odyssey's at the bottom, Valhalla's right above it. They're both utter shit, though. Okay, Valhalla has some good stuff in it, but, like, it's still bad. Origins has, like, in my last list, it was number 2. At this point, I think it's number 6. It's dropped down quite a bit. And, like, a lot of that comes from the fact that I think what I love about Origins is everything that isn't Assassin's Creed within Origins. While, like, everything that is Assassin's Creed is actually, like, really bad. Oh, I use Paramount Plus for live TV. I have a satellite thing, an antenna. Not satellite. I have an antenna to watch local, like, stations. How long the stream are we? Okay, we're still not even, like, at the 3-hour mark, so yeah, we're gonna finish the game pretty early here. Oh my god, I'm actually gonna fucking die? Oh, I think this is it, right? I think Survivor US, like, Survivor US is my favorite reality show, maybe outside The Genius. Like, if we're talking about the current state of these shows, then it's probably BB Can. But if we're talking about just generally, then, yeah, it's Survivor US. Fuck. There we go. Is this it now? How many times do we have to fucking do this? I have no ammo. Where'd all the ammo go? Oh, there's some. Okay. I mean, the only thing I watch on live TV nowadays is Survivor and Amazing Race. There we go. This should be it. Yeah, there we go. Fuck this game. Fucking done. Yeah, it's like literally the only thing I watch live now.
I'm sorry.
He said, what, challenge I wait till day after. And yeah, all the other shows are international, so yeah.
Protect by it.
Food Network again. Yeah, at this point, it's like I don't even have time to really watch a lot of stuff, even if I want to. I'm like, I have time. Like, I would have time in the sense of like it could be in the background, but like I wouldn't actually be properly watching it. I just realized there was only one Lara Croft, like flashback sequence. I could have sworn there was more than one, but I guess there was only one. How rank BB-24? Like only from like BB-15 on? Like, is that what you're saying? Like, I mean, it's. I think the only seasons better than it are what 20 and 17, and maybe 18. I think it's better than every other one. Yeah. Like, I think it's one of the better modern seasons, but that's also because modern seasons aren't that good. 43 or 42? I don't know. Like, I think they have very different pros and cons. Like, I think I'm enjoying my experience watching 43 more. But I think 42 is probably the like better season technically.
Salt Flats of Utah.
I know where we're going. You do? Hawaii.
Like, I think it was a lot of like. I think like the overall like vibe around the season is like kind of what's making it different too. Or like 42, all the talk was how great 42 was, and like I was not seeing that. Where 43, like all the talk is like negative. Like everyone doesn't like 43. And with that, I enjoy 43. So I think it kind of like makes me think I like 43 more than I actually do. Just because I'm more positive on it than everyone else. Yeah, I'm actually still like not actually that positive on it. But I think like when it comes down to actually doing the season ranking, 42 is probably going to be higher as of right now. Like if we get a really, really crazy end game, I think there's definitely a chance it flops, but like not flips. But yeah. How many blatant returnees do I think there are this season? Not that many, realistically. I think that's just like modern survivors. I think there's a lot of like maybes, but I feel like it's like very hard to like pick out like who's like a guaranteed returnee. Where it's like, again, like maybe Jesse, maybe Cody, maybe Carla, maybe even like Sammy, maybe Owen, Ellie.
I like this world.
Is that it?
It's not perfect.
Who else has been booted recently?
But everything I love now.
Maybe Noelle. I think that's probably about it from the season.
Today, the eclipse will no longer represent us. We keep the sun, but you remove the shadow.
But yeah, like none of them are like absolute locks in my eyes. Which I mean, even like actually, even to be fair to like previous seasons, like at least 42. Like I think Marianne, if it's not an all-star, like if it's not a second chance season, I think Marianne's pretty likely. Omer's like almost a lock. Jonathan's probably a lock. Then like 41, obviously like Shan is a lock. So I don't know. Favorite bad player? I mean, it matters how bad are we talking? Like, are we considering Rupert a bad player? Or are we like actually talking about like genuinely like terrible players? Which if that's the case, like Garrett maybe. Like I mean, like well, not like I don't like Garrett as a person, but like Garrett as in like I think his downfall is like really great too. Drew Christie, same thing. People are never gonna win their seasons. I think that's like. No, I think that's like a lot of people. Austin bring back Gio, yeah. How fucking weird would that be? Like imagine, yeah, if it's a pre-merge post-merge sort of season, fucking Gio is on the cast. Like, okay.
I miss
Yeah, I feel like that's something that's gonna be funny. With the there's a lot of talk about the men, like dominating this season. The women were all going on a row. Yeah, it's like we're at the point now where it's like it's not that like imbalanced anymore. But it's also, but it's like what makes it funny is that like I wrote the review. I started writing the review at the point where like that was at its peak, where like there was the
Thank you.
because I started writing the review at the Janine boots, which again that was like when like that was all the talk. So I feel like maybe I have to like change up some things there.
Really? Missing the jungle. Off in search of the elusive...
Top 10 Survivor players to make the jury. I did that already. Oh no, I did make the merge, right? We're talking about like, no, I'm not going to bother. Just because it's not that big of a difference.
And restore a few more artifacts?
I don't know.
So what will you do?
It's like the same thing, like doing a first juror ranking. It's like maybe eventually, but like also it's like I'm not like that interested in retreading. And like I think that's also the thing that like bothers me with like a lot of the like a lot of these like rankings that I'm not that interested in doing is like a lot of them are like retreading things I've already said. So like I just don't fucking care enough to do it. Like again why I'm not like that hyped to do the global final juror ranking and like redoing like these really really big rankings. It's like I just don't care to really like just say the exact same shit again. Like well, I think it's like cool to like actually see the list come together. It's like the actual process of making like a global final juror ranking, like it's just not fun in my eyes. But yeah, I'll probably do it eventually. Romeo being the Killarney. I mean, would he be the Killarney? Like, wouldn't the Killarney be, like, fucking Mariah or something? Like, if Mariah from 42 came back? Like, that would be the Killarney. Okay, there we go. We finished the game. It's not even the 3-hour mark. Fuck me. Can you not skip credits? Is this not a thing in this game? Oh no! Oh, there we go. Thank God. Would Rocky and Lisi be high on worst players to make the jury? I think Lisi would. Probably not Rocky though.
I thought that taking control of my life meant venturing out to do something extraordinary. I thought I had to fix everything.
Yeah, like Lisi's like towards the top of that. The only reason she's not like actually number one would be the fact that she was in the initial majority alliance for her tribe. But, like everything else is bad.
But whatever adventures on the horizon.
Am I sure Carlo will be next boot? I'm not like 100% sure, but I feel like it's likely. But also, I thought Jesse was going to be Final 7 boot, so.
Miss Croft.
You know.
Lovely.
Oh, look at this. She's the fucking. She's now with the Tomb Raider because that's what this entire fucking thing is. It's fucking dumb.
For now.
Yeah, we'll never know who worked on this game. We'll never know fucking Eidos Montreal. That's who developed it, right? Again, these games suck. I don't know if I'm gonna bother doing retrospectives beyond 2013 because I already wrote the 2013 one and recorded it. Like I thought it like turned out fine, but I don't know if I care enough to do beyond that. Like I just don't like the other two. Like I thought I did. Like I mean, I at least thought I liked Rise, but replaying Rise made me realize I don't like it. And then this game's like always been mediocre. Actually, I forgot about that. The team that made this made Guardians of the Galaxy, the 2021 game. Actually, I did want to replay Guardians of the Galaxy at some point. Oh, they also made Thief, the 2014 game. I didn't know that. And they made the newer Deus Ex games. So that's kind of random. Yeah, I did want to replay Guardians of the Galaxy. I just don't know if I... Like, there's not really a reason for me to be playing it. But I would like to do it. Which new Tomb Raiders? Like, the thing is, like, I'm not really... Like, I don't really have that much of a connection to Tomb Raider, so I don't really care that much. I just hope that's good. Like I don't really care if they keep with this format or if they go back to the like OG style of game. Like obviously not the actual OG, but like more so like not like the like coming of age story and the like bow and arrow like Lara Croft. But yeah, I don't really care either way, but I just want it to be good. So yeah. Tom Weston, the best player of all time after Palau? I believe the answer for me is yes. I believe that's what I decided on. But and that'll be in the after Micronesia video whenever that comes out. They're gonna try again. I mean, yeah, I believe like originally the speculation was that it was supposed to be this year that the Tomb Raider game was supposed to come out. But like it just got delayed, and then now they got sold, and supposedly they like started over or something, or just like way earlier in development than they should be. But yeah, I am expecting a Tomb Raider game kind of soon. Don't know if they'll continue on with this or if they'll do, like obviously they're not going to actually continue on. Like I don't know if they'll. By that I mean like are they going to continue with like Camilla Luddington as Lara? But yeah, I need dual wield. Yeah, we definitely do. I find it like replaying fucking 2013 so like and actually analyzing and doing the retrospective is so weird. But it's like they finish it off in 2013. Like there's no reason to have a fucking trilogy of her origin story. It's like they finish her origin story in the original game. It's like you literally end the game with her dual wielding pistols. It's like why are we continuing on and like just not doing that afterwards? It's so weird. Like there's really no point to Rise and Shadow. Where like outside like showing like her conflicts with like Trinity and like I guess like getting more of her background, like there's like no fucking point in these games from like an actual like connection to the future installment perspective. What's impressive about Jesse and Cody is that they're very adaptable and overcome many blowbacks. Yeah, it's like it's mind-blowing that they're not being targeted. Like obviously we had Gabler like talk about the possibility of it, but like the fact that like their name never came up in this last episode, like the fact that Jesse in particular like never got targeted is pretty insane. Next you should start older Lara past her prime. Yeah, I feel like that's definitely something they would do, is follow that trope this time. I don't know where's the Lara Croft storyline like ends? Like what's the most recent Tomb Raider game chronologically? Is it Angel of Darkness? Let's see, is there a timeline anywhere? Okay, that's release timeline. It's not really a great thing here, but I don't know. Either way, there are 3 separate timelines? Okay. Yeah, because, like, there's this one, there is, like, the Legends timeline, right? And then there's the OG. Like, doesn't Lara, like, die in one of them, but then they, like, retconned it to where she didn't die? I'm pretty sure that's a thing, right? Like, because I've watched, like, Tomb Raider retrospectives. Like, I remember, was it the history of Tomb Raider like video? I watched that, and I've watched like other videos on Tomb Raider, but I've never played the games myself outside of like obviously the Survivor trilogy here. I've played Temple of Osiris, but that's like the top-down game, and I've played like minutes, as in like less than 30 minutes probably, of Tomb Raider Legend. Oh, and also of Angel of Darkness. Actually, I think of Tomb Raider 2 also. But again, like very little of those games to where like it doesn't even count. If Jesse's found Jur high again, like I talked about this earlier, like he could possibly be number 1. Like if he's taken out in a position where he wouldn't have gone home if it wasn't for fire making, then he's probably number 1. But again, like more than likely, like probably like below that tier, but still very, very high. We need Blood vs. Water 3 if Laura Moret voting out her daughter. Yeah, why not? Bring back Laura and see her again. Do I find Poverty overrated or well rated? Probably slightly over. Like, I mean, I think like people talking about her as like the definitive best player of all time. Like, she's not that high for me, and I don't think her Heroes versus Villains game is that good. And also, I think like again her Micronesia game, it's like there are some like wonky circumstances there. So yeah, I mean like, like I think her as a player, like she is still like one of the best players of all time, but I think her individual games are probably overrated. I mean Callisto Protocol, it was like I'll play it eventually. Like obviously like the reviews are very middling, and like a lot of it's like just like supposedly the game's like extremely generic. It's just not like well optimized. The combat's like pretty shit supposedly, but I'll play it when it drops in price. Rank the final games in that? I mean, like, so is it what? Shadow of the Tomb Raider, God of War Ragnarok, Uncharted? Are we doing Uncharted 4 or Lost Legacy? I would say Uncharted 4, right? And then what? Revelations, Assassin's Creed Revelations. Like, are we doing this as games or as endings to their series? Because I think that's a different list. As endings to their series, it's Revelations, Uncharted 4, Ragnarok, and then this. As actual just pure games, it's probably Uncharted 4 or Ragnarok. That's 1 and 2 are those, and then Revelations, and then this. I mean, this is the worst, like by far. Do I find Last of Us storyline underrated? Not really. I don't think it's. I think it's properly rated. Like, I mean, I think it's adored by almost everyone. I think Last of Us 2, I think that's a different question. But Part 1, I don't think is underrated at all. Mind you, I think probably like it's probably not talked about enough. Like the actual like brilliant. Like I think like because everyone like talks about how good it is in terms of the like Joel and Ellie relationship. I think like it's not talked about like the complexity of Joel and like I think there's like stuff that isn't as talked about, but I think overall it's not underrated for sure. But yeah, 2 is definitely underrated. But I mean like it matters who you talk to though. Like obviously like most of the like the general gaming community is like seems to be very anti 2. Or at least, like, there is a very vocal anti-2 sentiment. But I think 2 is probably one of the best stories ever made. I think my respect for 2 continues to go up over time. I actually regret, like, even though my Last of Us Part 2 retrospective is, like, my second longest as of right now, I actually regret not going as deep into it as I should have. Where like it is like again, it's still an hour long, but I think in retrospect I could have easily gone 2-3 hours. Like it definitely like there's so much in that game that I wish I did talk about. And to be fair, like I think at that time that was only a year after the game came out. I don't think my like opinions on it were like fully formulated still, even at that point. Where I feel like at this point my opinions on it are like a lot more solid to where like I would be able to do it. But also, it's like I don't feel like doing it now that I've already made an hour-long version. Like I don't feel like going back and retreading things to then make like a 3-hour version. I mean, the thing is, like, there is no hero and villain. I mean, that's the thing with like the point of 2 is that there is no hero and villain. There is no like they're all like people. Like they're all like there's no like you're not supposed to be rooting for or I mean you are technically. Like at the beginning when you're playing as Ellie, like it's more so about perspectives of like that Ellie's perspective of who the villain is not the actual like reality. By the way, I feel like this is just so random, but I just like saw in my collection that like Dragon Ball Z Sagas is out of place, and that really bothers me now. That I love how like I never noticed this over. It's probably been there for like years. I never noticed that until now. But okay. But either way. But again, there is no villain. Like that's the entire point, is that there is no villain. That they're all like people with different perspectives, and like with like Ellie, it's like you're supposed to be like playing the Ellie playthrough, hating Abby, only for them to switch that around when you eventually play as Abby. Like you're supposed to be like hating her, but then realize that your hate for her is unfounded. And it's like whether or not that works for you is obviously like debatable, as like for a lot of people they still hate Abby. But again, like that's the point of the story, though. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck I never noticed. This is actually like really bothering me. I'm like fixing it now. How did I never notice that? Whatever. It's fine. What retrospects do I redo? Everything pre. When is a lot? Everything pre end of last year. Let's see. Like, I'm for sure redoing AC2 and Brotherhood eventually. AC2 for sure. I think this will probably be like, again, like it's so far down the road, but like probably the 20-year anniversary, which would be 2029 if I'm still doing YouTube by that point. I would expect a very, very long retrospective of AC2. Like literally hours long of AC2. Like Brotherhood, Origins, I did a retrospective of. Those will be redone. I feel content with my Revelations one. I could have definitely gotten a lot more in depth, but I feel content with that at 35 minutes. Again, then the recent, like everything recent, I'm content with. But I'm trying to look at my video game playlist. Yeah, so yeah, the recent ones. So yeah, Wolf Among Us, Life is Strange Before Storm. My Hitman videos aren't out. Again, these aren't out yet, but Hitman videos, Walking Dead, I'm 100% okay with. Like God of War Ragnarok, like the spoiler reviews, like I'm like content with those videos for now. Plague Tale I probably could have gone a bit more in depth on, but I'm still like fine with that. Life is Strange True Colors I thought was good. Uncharted was good. I mean, Hellblade doesn't count because that's shit. Yeah, the Judgment, Yakuza Like a Dragon, those are good. The Mass Effect ones are good. Forbidden West, I kind of regret going as in detail on Forbidden West as I did for the spoiler review, because like now I have no like, because like originally I was going to do a like 1 year later video like I did with Last of Us, but like I feel like I did like a good enough job in Forbidden West to where like I don't feel like doing it. And I think also the difference there is that like my opinions of Last of Us Part 2 changed over time, where like they didn't with Horizon. And I feel like that's probably gonna be the same thing with like God of War Ragnarok. Yeah, like Final Fantasy 15 I feel like is still probably good. Death Stranding's good. Persona 5 I think that's probably the point. I don't know. Like Persona 5 I should have gone more in detail, but also it's like I don't know if I care enough to redo it. But yeah, Yakuza 3 and 4, 5 and 6, like those are good. The Yakuza 0, 1 and 2 video though, that's a big one that I want to redo. And everything before, like I mean, like everything before that I think should probably be redone at some point. FF7 remake for sure, need to redo that. I mean, like Catherine, I think I'm good. Uncharted 4, I think I'm probably good. Like I could probably like do more on Uncharted 4, but I think it's like I'm not gonna care enough to actually ever do it. Life is Strange, maybe I could do more, but also like I don't know if I care enough to do it right away. And yeah, everything before that is like 100% need to redo. So we'll see. Which ones do I want to do because I have my different opinions? That's I don't think any. Like I don't think any of them are like because I have different opinions on them. It's like they're all because like I didn't go in detail enough, or like just the general like video structure of mine has changed. Maybe like Ghost of Tsushima, but that was like a spoiler review. But like my opinion of Ghost of Tsushima is much higher than what it used to be. Like it's higher in like some spots, lower in other spots. But like I did want to do like a full blown retrospective of it, but I just never got around to it. But I don't know what else is like my opinion has changed. Yeah, like really none of that. Like I feel like my opinions are the same for a lot of these games. Yeah, basically, I typically wait for my to a point where like my opinion is already solidified on these games to do these videos on them. Shenmue 3, I mean, like that wasn't even a proper thing at either, but like I'm much lower in Shenmue 3 than I was when I finished it. I don't watch the Why Blank Lost. Like I've said before, I'm not a big David Bloomberg fan. So, yeah, I don't bother. I did listen to them when he was doing them with Rob. But when he stopped doing it with Rob, it's like, well, I don't really care then. But yeah, so we're at 3 hours, 16 minutes. So we'll probably stay live for a little bit more. I guess we'll just run around and do nothing. More excited for Shenmue 3 or... Oh, I was definitely more excited for FF7 Remake. But, Oh, no, wait, what are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about, like, at the reveal, aren't we? I was, like, thinking of, like, the E3 before they came out. But, yeah, you were talking about the reveal. I was more excited for Shenmue 3. And, like, at that time, I hadn't played any of them. Like, I never played Shenmue until more recently. I never played FF7. Well, I technically never played FF7 original. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I played, like, 45 minutes or so, like, a bit. But, like, I never properly played through the entirety of it. But I have watched a playthrough of it now. And, like, I know, like, a lot about FF7. But again, Shenmue, like, I've played 1 and 2, like, properly now. But, like, at the time of that E3, like, that was, E3 2015? Like, that was just, that was, like, I think that's all-time great E3 press conference. Is where they did Last Guardian, Shenmue 3, and FF7 Remake, like, all in the same conference, which were all, like, insane reveals. But, yeah, at the time, I was definitely more hyped for Shenmue 3. Because, like, I don't know, like, FF7, like, for some reason, like, I always had it in my head that, okay, FF7's, like, overrated. Coming from, like, an outside perspective, some of that, like, again, like, I had no connection to FF7 at the time. I played, like, very little of it, and, like, fine, it was, like, whatever. But, yeah, obviously now I love FF7.
Impossible.
I hate everything else about FF7 outside of FF7 and Remake, but, the actual original game is great. But yeah, like Shenmue is like a series that like I knew a lot about, and like I knew how much like the big Shenmue fans like were excited for Shenmue 3. So yeah, I was definitely more hyped for Shenmue 3. Cal didn't know there was a lot of BB returnees. I mean, in terms of what? I mean, he isn't like a fan, right? He wasn't that big of a fan. Like, I think he was one that his like mom was a fan or something, right? That was an amazing day. Did not sleep. Trying to replicate ever since. Yeah. Again, that was like I still think like that was just an insane press conference. Like I mean, that was like the Sony like 2015, 2016. Those two press conferences back to back were like all-time great ones. It's a shame that E3 is like either non-existent or really shit nowadays. Yeah, I'm actually like, I don't know, Game Awards is going to be interesting because like Jeff Keighley did announce today that's going to be shorter than normal, which like makes me like, obviously the question is like, why? Like, does that mean like less games, or does that mean like less game reveals, or does that mean like less time dedicated to like random shit? I don't know, but yeah, it's still, again, will be interesting to see what's there. Like, I mean, we have a good idea that like FF16 is going to be there. And again, Star Wars Jedi Survivor is going to be there. But yeah, it'll be interesting if there's other stuff. He's praying us for disappointment, yeah. Essentially. Why aren't I a fan of BB Can Triple Eviction? It's a couple things. Just conceptually, it essentially leads to one person being taken out by default, just because like they were attached to someone else. Because like usually what happens in a triple eviction is that one person in particular is being targeted, but then they're put on the block against like someone who's like kind of attached to them, and then that person goes home with like no chance to save themselves because they're left on the block with that person. They're saving the other person as like the anti that person vote, like the original target vote. So that's like bad there. Also, it's like just also kind of anticlimactic in the way that it occurs, especially like beyond BB Can 3. Like I don't feel like the triples have been that good. And then, but like I think the big issue, like even like from a broader standpoint, is that because of the creation of triples, now people have played with the knowledge of triples being a thing, which has caused like a bit more stagnant gameplay at points where people are worried to make moves before the triple because they're worried of potentially going home in the triple. So like they will not play as aggressively as they could because they're worried about this like backfiring on them right before a potential triple eviction. So I think that's all the bad thing. I mean, there's probably more bad things, but that's everything like right away that I can think of. Who I think is the most boring good player survivor? Tommy. 100%. Like I think that's the definitive answer. I think looking forward to some random Game Pass drops. Is Tekken going to be there? Do we like what Tekken are we at now anyway? Is Tekken 8? Is that the one? Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess it is confirmed for Game Awards. That's cool. But I'm not expecting anything too big, to be honest. Chain of Safety's good, but that's not the triple. I think Split House had like an interesting, like I think it can be done properly. I just don't think they did it properly. But I think it's something that's better if it's done earlier in the season. Watch Tekken versus Street Fighter. Well, yeah, that never happened, right? Like that. Oh, did they actually make the? Oh, cross. Wait. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, Street Fighter Cross Tekken came out, but Tekken Cross Street Fighter never did. So yeah, that's funny. Yeah, imagine they announced that that's what Tekken 8 is. I completely forgot this game existed. Like that Street Fighter Cross Tekken. How much is this game? I thought I'm actually gonna buy it, but I just want to like know, like, is this like just a common game? Yeah, it's like $15-20. Okay. Wow. Again, like I just completely forgot that game existed. Interesting. Jasmine's underrated for faking injuries to get attention, I guess. I wonder how many times during a triple eviction the people that went home during it were just going to leave the week after anyway. So I mean, like, what? So Willow, I don't think was going to go home the week after. I think that was like a complete train wreck. I think you can make the argument for William, though. Again, like, does Kevin still win the same comps, that sort of thing? But yeah, William was still probably in danger, even if he survived that. Olivia was probably also in danger if she survived that. And then Summer was the other one, right? Which Summer probably also in danger. So yeah, I mean, most of them were probably in danger the following round, even if they survived their triples. But I think like the BB Camp 3 one's definitely one where they weren't. Oh yeah, that is a thing. Yeah, I guess are they both next year? So yeah, I guess next year's gonna be a big year for fighting games, which again I don't play much of anymore, or really any of. But still, that's cool for people that do. Actually, one of the games I'm getting rid of is my sealed copy of Street Fighter V, which is I'm pretty sure is useless, right? Because that was like an online only game, right? So I'm pretty sure, yeah, like it's not gonna get much, but whatever. Spells at 14's ideal, yeah, I would say somewhere around there. 2 weeks into, yeah, I would say that's about right, like 2 weeks into the season or so. Like I think it's good at the point of the game where like you can break up this like big majority alliance that typically forms very early on. Do I think Heroes for Villains would be better than Blood vs. Water? I mean, it better fucking be. If it's not, then it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Oh yeah, I don't think Willow is winning. I think Willow would have had a tough time winning a jury vote, but like I also think Willow was like pretty safe if she had survived. Like, is there even anything to do? I mean, like, there's side quests, right? But, like, I don't know if I care enough to do them. But, yeah, actually, something I noticed, though, that's kind of funny is that, like, somehow 2013 is the game that took us the longest to finish. Which, like, you wouldn't think that's the case. That the original game in the trilogy would have been the longest one, but I guess it is, even though it's also not that long. They better do HHH at some point. Again, make that like dumb concept actually mean something, I guess. But again, that's very like they're not gonna do HHH, right? They'll do just heroes versus hustlers, or they'll do healers versus hustlers. Get rid of the heroes. Latest I'm okay if someone returning to the game in Survivor, probably Merge. Maybe at like worst like final 10 or so. Kind of same thing with Big Brother, like final 9-ish. Yeah, I don't think Sarah's a good winner. Yeah, I think there is like decent game ability in her, but like yeah, in terms of like her winning game is really bad. Australia and One World. I feel like they wouldn't want to do that, right? I feel like US is more likely to do One World again. Or even SA is more likely to do One World than Australia. I feel like Australians the least likely, considering I feel like they're very into the versus sort of thing. So I can't believe production of AU Survivors wasting years of... Yeah, that is mind-blowing. I don't know why the fuck they decided on this. Like, I guess it's just they couldn't get a full-blown all-star cast, right? Like, I assume that's what it is. Like, you would think that they just couldn't get a full-blown all-star, so they were like, fuck it, let's do half and half. It's still really weird. Yeah, 24 players on one beach. Battle of the Sexes? Yeah, I could see Australian Survivor doing that. I don't know if they would. I don't know. Like, would modern shows want to deal with that though? I think that's kind of the thing. Like, would they want to like deal with the like gender dynamics and everything? I don't know. But I think if any show is going to do it, then yeah, I think it would be it would be Australian Survivor. Like, I think 0% chance Survivor US does it at this point, and then like SA, I also don't think it's particularly likely. Yeah, I mean, they should have been fans' favorites, like 100%. And I think it's gonna, yeah, again, like I think fans' favorites, like also it's like just the optimal format for what they would want too, right? I mean, I guess maybe not. Like, I guess it matters on like, we'll see how these tribes play out, but like obviously they want the vets to do well, right? Whereas like fans' favorites is probably more beneficial to the vets than doing it 50-50. Though, like obviously the vets get majority on both sides, and like it can work out for them, but like it also could go disastrously. Rural versus city, yeah, like I don't know, what would you actually call it though? But yeah, I could see them doing a theme like that. Battle sex is a good idea unless men dominate and ruin the season. I mean, yeah, I think that's the thing. Is that I think with the Battle of the Sexes season, you're always gonna essentially like have the women like be the heroes of the story, and like be like they're gonna be the assumed underdogs, to where it's like, no, like I don't know if it's really like worth it. And also I think the thing with Australia, actually now I think about it, I think Australian Survivor is never going to do it, are they? Because like I think because that they would have to like tone down the physical challenges, which that's very un-Australian Survivor, so that they probably wouldn't do that now I think about it. Imagine how buried Australian Survivor production would bury the fans in the edit. I mean, yeah. I mean, like, unless they go to Tribal, they're probably not even going to be on the show. But also, I mean, like, actually, now I think about it, it's like, that would also have, like, that would also need Australian Survivor to recognize that it has fans. I think that's also the issue of fans versus favorites now I think about it for Australian Survivor. Like, they would actually need to cast fans. Like, they wouldn't have, like, they can't cast, like, fucking AFL people and, like, stuff like that. Which that's not very Australian Survivor-like. I understand how Russell doesn't adapt to the modern game. I don't think it's him not adapting to the modern game. I think the issue is that everyone knows his game. Like, really, I think he's played the game in the way that the modern game has been played. To a degree, I mean, I guess there is an aspect of, like, him not adapting to the modern game in the sense that, like, now everyone plays that way, and because everyone plays that way, his play is less effective. Like, the way he plays Samoa is, like, very effective because, like, no one else is playing the way he is. So because there's no one, like, to combat with him in terms of, like, gaining the social capital he is able to get. So it's, like, so again, it's like it's very effective in Samoa, but yeah, like I guess it would be like less effective even if you were able to do it successfully on a modern season. Next Olympics, they should do all athlete season. I mean, they're pretty close to doing that already. What is this? Oh, I mean, Francesco's never doing Survivor again. Like, Francesca's always said that she would never do Survivor again, so that's not a surprise. What made her say that, though? I'm just, like, scrolling through Reddit real quick to see if there's anything new to talk about there. Doesn't look like I'm dang it. It's, like, fucking 2:30 in the morning. But either way. How production keep Dance below until Final 6? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Like, really, again, like, obviously, they should have just ejected him. Like, especially by the time the Kelly boot round. But yeah, like obviously it didn't. Which it's so weird how like that was only like what 4 years ago. Not even that 3 years ago. Like 3.5 years ago or something. But anyway, like it hasn't been that long since then, which is like actually kind of insane. That like Survivor like fucked up that bad so like recently. Would be excited for first season? Yeah, I'll be excited. I mean, I'll be as excited as I am for like most other returnee seasons, though. Like, I wouldn't be like it wouldn't be like Winners at War, of like all winners and everything, or like even if they were to do like an all runners up sort of season or stuff like that. But like again, it would be cool. Says she's open to returning to TV generally, but just not reality TV. And the group of players voting out Francesca because she was the biggest threat. I mean, that's not why she was really voted out in Redemption Island. Or I think she's more at fault for her Redemption Island boot. The other one though is I don't think she was voted out because she was the biggest threat. I think she was voted out because, like in Caramona, I'm talking about, that she was voted out because she was just an easy, like she was a threat, but also an easy one to point, like, the target onto. Yeah, and also, yeah, she came into the game with her relationship with Philip, too, which is also a factor. Or are you talking about Redemption Island? Because in that case, I think it's her, like, outright saying Boston Rob, I forgot what the actual statement, like, temporary play, that's Christine and South Pacific, but essentially she made that season's version of that. And I think that's just dumb. And like, I think that's like part of what put the target on her to begin with, but yeah, also even beyond that, yeah, her relationship with Philip even there. But I think the target was already on her back from both her making that statement and also her and Christina like kind of being on the outs right away. But what time is it? 2:04. Wait, did that just like buffer? Yeah, it did. Okay, that's great. What a masterpiece of a game. One-time players most likely become Steffi on a return. I mean, so like the assumption is that the first time around they weren't that like strategic, I guess, and that they returned to be more. I don't know. I mean, who was like a very middling player the first time around? But also, I think the thing about Steffi is that Steffi was a surprise. Where like I feel like because I was gonna say someone like a Janine. Like I could see Janine coming back and doing very well, but also it's like I would kind of expect that of Janine. Where like with Steffi, it's like I did not expect that with Steffi. And the fact that Steffi ended up being an actual good player was like mind blowing. Let's see. Try to look up the group of players here. So yeah, maybe like a Tori? Could Tori be that person? Chanel maybe? From 42? Like maybe Sydney, but I really don't think Sydney has it in her. From 41. Yeah, I'm just like scrolling through the seasons. I don't know. I don't think there's like that. Maybe like let me see if we're coming back. I was gonna say maybe like a Jenna in like Ghost Island, but it's like she's never coming back. I don't know. Where both Francesca, I don't remember anymore. I'm pretty sure Francesca Caramoan is pretty high, but Redemption Island's like kind of in the middle, if I remember right. Again, I have not touched the first boot ranking yet. I haven't edited it yet either. Like, essentially the plan right now of working on videos is that I'm, like, up until the 43 finale, I'm going to work on scripting, which I'm almost actually kind of done, where in the last few days, so I've written and recorded Tomb Raider retrospective, written and recorded the Road Rule All-Stars retrospective, which is really short, and then I wrote the Avengers Infinity War retrospective, which I'll record tomorrow. So this is done, and also got caught up on Survivor and Amazing Race. So next up is The Genius, which will take a bit longer. I'm hoping to have that done probably like by Thursday-ish. Maybe at the end of... I'd probably take until the end of the week, realistically. But I'm like end of the week, plus also being caught up, like being done with the Amazing Race review, and then being caught up on Survivor. And then at that point, all I've left is Total Drama Island and Big Brother 4. Those are the last two retrospectives to work on. Total Drama Island should not take that long. That should be like a couple days at most. Like probably the weekend. I think that'll probably be, like, it's essentially what it took me for Avengers Infinity War. I think it'll probably be the same for Total Drama Island. So maybe the weekend for that, and then like BB4, I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish that before Survivor finale, but if I can, that'd be ideal. The only other retrospective that's also there is The Last of Us, but I haven't played it yet. Well, I mean, like, replayed it yet. Though also, like, I don't really need to write the script, but I kind of want to. So, I don't know, I might wait on that. But essentially, yeah, I'm going to be working on these scripts until the Survivor finale. When the Survivor finale's done, that's when I go all in on editing. Because when the Survivor finale is done, I also have to do the review, player ranking, and then there's a couple videos I've recorded a lot of, but I haven't recorded the endings of because I've been waiting for 43. So like those, and then I'll do the editing for January to make sure that's done. Also, like, the Ian Reality TV video, I'm gonna wait a week. Initially, I was gonna do it right after 43 ended. However, now with the Traders UK, which is ending the week after, I'll wait until that. Also, we got Sasuke happening soon-ish. Like, that'll be, less than 2 weeks after Survivor ends. And again, Austrian Survivor, here's the Villains cast assessment, maybe. But, like, that's, like, there's a lot of, like, videos in a row that are not done yet, which is actually kind of irritating. Actually, I'm, like, pretty far behind just in general. Like, there's... like, a lot of videos I've recorded, but, like, just almost none of them are edited. Where it's, like, the entire month of January, it's, like, there's only, 2 videos done? Yeah. And even for the rest of this year, there's only 3 videos done. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of work there. But, like, once getting caught up on that, it's just all in on... Well, I mean, I have to finish the last script eventually, but in Big Brother script. But like once that's done, like just all in on editing. Stream almost over. Probably, yeah. I think we're probably winding down. I think we'll be done around 3. Which first boot do I want to see the return to most? Probably like Darnell, maybe. Yeah, probably Darnell. Do I like Dominic? Or do I think Dominic is a lock? Is that what you're trying to say? For next All-Star season, probably. Like, I don't think as much of a lock as he was if it was like Survivor 40, but I think he's pretty likely. First big ranking of 2023 is the first boot ranking for Survivor. It will be the second video of the year. It'll be the first Saturday of the year, but the first video of the year will be the Sasuke 40 review. BB Cam player ranking. I haven't locked in a date yet, but February. Either the 4th or the 11th. Ideally the 11th, but I might bump it to the 4th if we don't have a Survivor cast by that point. Because the essentially like one of those 2 weeks, I'm assuming the Survivor cast is going to come out for 44. So whenever that comes out, obviously like that will be the Saturday video is the cast assessment, and then the week that it isn't will be the BB Cam player ranking. Still don't understand how Darnell was voted out of Relisha. It was because he was it was because of his connection to Sydney. And Scott and Jason wanted to split up Sydney and Darnell. Then make a top 10 best one-time player. I already did, didn't I? I did for Big Brother US. I haven't for BB Can, but that's because there's almost no returnees for BB Can. Yeah, I already did for BB US. Is BB Can player ranking going to be longest of all time? Probably. The recording is the longest recording I've ever done. But not by them. Like, I assumed it was going to be by more, but it's only by, like, if I remember, like 20 minutes, 10, 20 minutes, longer than the global runner-up ranking. So, I'm assuming it'll be the longest, but probably not by as much as I thought it would be. So Wednesday's video is the Big Brother top 10 players before All-Stars. Saturday is going to be the Amazing Race review. Then next Wednesday is the Thailand player ranking. And then we got 43 review. Life is Strange Before Storm retrospective. Then 43 player ranking. Probably Australian Survivor cast assessment, but that's subject to change. And then 2022 year in reality TV. That's the rest of the year, right? Yeah, it's the rest of the year. Insane that we're in December. It is really weird that it's already this late into the year. Like, I don't know, this year just went by like pretty quickly at the end of it, I feel like. Doesn't Kara targeting Dan and David vs. Goliath? Not great, but I understand it. But obviously her ideal move was to keep him around. But also it's like she really couldn't, like he was going home anyway. Top 10 most screwed player. I feel like that's probably like more in line with like what Peridium would do, but maybe eventually. But I'm not like planning on doing it soon. What is this? Yeah, what a weird fucking thing that is. The Turbo movie is so fucking like bizarre. I mean, really, a lot of Power Rangers is, but still. Yes, I do plan on doing first juror ranking for Big Brother, but I don't think it's soon. I am doing first boot ranking for Big Brother. That's also in January, but towards the end, as of right now. What else am I doing Big Brother-wise? Cast ranking. First HOH ranking. First HOH reign ranking. So, like, the ranking of how well the first HOH is played. And then pre-jury, post-jury. Those are the ones I did. Those are all recorded already. I haven't bothered editing. And there's so much shit that I've recorded and I haven't edited yet. Like, this is literally the list. So this is everything that I've recorded and not edited. Survivor first boot ranking, Big Brother first boot ranking, Big Brother Canada ranking every player, Survivor South Africa first boot ranking, Survivor the Amazon player ranking, Big Brother US cast ranking, Survivor What If Returnees Captain Swap Tribes, Big Brother Canada 1 player ranking, Big Brother US ranking every first HOH reign, Big Brother US ranking every pre-jury, Big Brother US ranking every post-jury, Survivor ranking the loved one visits, Big Brother 4 player ranking, Survivor the Amazon season retrospective, Big Brother Canada 1 season retrospective, Heavy Rain retrospective, Beyond Two Souls retrospective, Detroit Become Human retrospective, Tomb Raider 2013 retrospective, Road Rules All-Stars retrospective. And then also I've recorded parts of Survivor game deciding vote of every season, my favorite character from every season, what if every season had no final tribal council, and then the obviously the reviews for Amazing Race and Survivor, and then Avengers Infinity War I'll record tomorrow. And yeah, I mean, that's a lot of stuff that I've like started the process on that I haven't like actually like finished yet, which is why like again, like out of the videos that are actually done, there's not that many where like typically I have like a good like 20, like I'm probably like closer to 30 videos, like actually by no final tribal, I mean like there's no deliberation. It's like they vote immediately. Like there's no talking to the jury members or no talking to the finalists. But yeah. Do I remember number one on the HOA train? Not really, actually. I don't remember anymore, actually. Who is number one? I feel like I should know it. I'm pretty sure I know who number 2 is. Why do I not remember who number 1 is? Or maybe he is number 1. I don't remember. Does Marion win if there's no final trial? And that's one of the things I talk about. Like, truth be told, like, there's not that many differences. That would, like, realistically, the only reason I'm making that video is just because, like, it's an easy video to put together, like, really quick. Because I just needed, like, really quick videos, considering, like, how many other, like, really long videos there are. Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. It's like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... I just don't even know a proper way. Anyway, there's not that many. Like the first 4 seasons, all of them have some pretty big shakeups that can happen. Outside of that, it's like there's not that many. Especially like there's a lot of like one vote sort of things, but like not a lot that can change the outcome. Like outside of that, it's like probably like what 15, maybe 16, maybe 15, 16, 17 in a row actually are all like potentially game changing. 30 to a degree, but still Mike was probably still winning. And then is that it? 36. And yeah, 42. Like everything else is technically like the same, if not it's like one person that changes. But I think Jerry, for how he got HOH, no, it's more so based on how they played after they got HOH. I don't really, and oh yeah, Battle of the Block. It's the one that keeps the HOH. You know what? Fuck. Like, actually, let's look this up because I generally don't even remember the HOH train video. I just want to see for myself who's at the top. Oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense. Actually, number 2 is not who I thought it was. It was actually, and like I love like the person I was thinking about like is number 3. Okay. Who's at the bottom? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Actually, there's some really bad ones. Like the bottom, like what is this? Bottom, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are pretty bad, or 7 are pretty bad. Yeah, Jerry's low, but not at the very bottom. Jonathan 42 went on Sadie Robertson's husband. I don't even know who the fuck that is. Talk about fasting on the show and brought him closer to Jesus. Well, good for him. Do I prefer 39 or 26? Conceptually, I don't care. I think execution-wise, 39, obviously. And I think a lot of that comes down to production, more so than the actual, like, changing of days. Like, I actually don't care if it's 26 or 39. I think the problem is that because they changed it to 26, they feel like the need to like add all of these like filler twists to the game that ruins it, in my opinion. So I think to me that's the issue with 26 days. Is like production's necessity of like adding in like pick 2 or pick a pair and then compete in the competition for pairs for like a 3-round fucking immunity challenge that doesn't fucking matter. And then like like the idol hunt in this last episode, like stuff like that. It's like they add in this like random shit to fill out time because they don't feel confident in their own product. And I think that's the issue 26 days for me. I think it's Survivor. I mean, we've talked about this. It's probably like an 8. It's like, is it 24 hours? Probably somewhere around there. It's long. These again, like just thinking about. I guess we can like. Where's the calculator? There we go. So yeah, let's say the BB Can player ranking's going to be. Actually, I don't even remember. Like, what was my final juror ranking? Or not final juror, my runner-up, global runner-up ranking. Again, this is like the BB Can ranking's gonna be slightly more than that. 2 hours 44. So let's say like 3 hours. So it was 3 hours for like an hour and 18 minutes ish or so. Or an hour and a half. I mean, 3 hours for like 118 people or so, I think. So Survivor would have what, like, not even 7, like 6 times that. So it'd be around 18 hours or so. I guess I didn't even need a fucking calculator for that. So it would be very long. Again, it would be multiple parts. I'm not going to... And the same thing with Big Brother. When I get around to doing that, the intention of that is 3 parts. But... Yeah, I might do the thing of like re-uploading it afterwards as like one big video. I don't know. I'm kind of like anti that idea, but also I feel like I like the idea of having it all in one too, though. I don't know. Biggest GOAT in Big Brother US history. Like Big D's up there. I don't know if he's actually number 1. Is he? Stream this Survivor player ranking. I don't know. And that's, to be fair, that's not out of the realm of possibility. I mean, just in general, like that's not out of the realm of possibility. Just like streaming, like me, like essentially recording a video and then like just editing it after fact. Like it's not out of the realm of possibility, but not bothering with doing that now. Did I ever have a video get demonetized? I've had it publish, not post-publishing. Where again, that's a lot. Like that was the initial reason why the Survivor videos are made the way they are, is to avoid that. But my A&W videos did the history of A&W. That's why there's a filter on them. On the A&W footage is because they got claimed, and then my initial video, the Guide to International Survivor, got claimed, like for like a billion things. And again, and that's why like that video is such a mess, is because it was re-edited a billion times to avoid copyright. How's Big D run going in return? Probably not well. Probably also a GOAT once again. Probably. Is Lauren O'Connell locked for return? No. I don't even think she's that likely. She's possible, but she's definitely not likely. Especially with like how much time it's been. Yeah. Okay, I think we'll probably end here. We just passed 3 o'clock. We're nearing 4 hours. So yeah. Yeah, we'll be back on. We'll be back on Wednesday. We got the penultimate episode of Survivor. We got the fucking Amazing Race finale for some reason. And what else we got? Challenge AU. That's something. We got Traders UK maybe. Again, like not 100% on like if I'm going to be able to watch it before next stream, but I'll watch it eventually. And I think Challenge again. I won't watch by the time of the next stream, but either way. So yeah. See you guys on Wednesday, and thank you for watching.